Nothing to do with it. And if the Nets were a regular team that made sense, I would say the A Cuff would be the pick.
We
But
got to stop judging people off of character. It's results. NBA is results. It's not who's the best character, who's the best person. It's who can win me a damn basketball game. That's what the Brooklyn Nets need to get back to. And that's what Tuesday's about. It's about rebuilding this identity, not choosing somebody that fits a model or a philosophy. And this philosophy of this organization is complete bullshit at this point. So it's time they start choosing the right talent and getting a winning philosophy that actually can work for a long time on
John,
this team.
John, Jordy is not giving up a player that shoots 15 threes, that shoots 15 threes per 100 possessions.
You talk about Mike.
Seven and a half threes a game. You know, like, stop thinking with your heart. You love A Cuff. Think with your mind right now.
Yeah,
You're talking about Sean Marks and you're talking about Jordy Fernandez. A man who after
I just, not to cut you off, and John, but I just want to read Leaf super chat. YouTube.com, Leaf 4788. He a moderator on the page.
What up, Leaf?
His handle is youtube.com/@Leaf4788. He is also on the panel. We got Range Rover on the panel, so just pod when he's finished, we're gonna pass it to Range Rover and Leaf.
What's going on, man?
Salute. I'm just listening right now. I'm gonna hop in.
Yeah.
Do you agree with Python, Lee? How you feel about what Python and John talking about?
I think everything that everything that PT been saying about Jordy, Jordy Fernandez and Sean Marks, in terms of that, has been, to me, almost if not 100,000% true. I think that them giving Jordy Fernandez an extension and allowing him to sit these past 2 years and whatever the hell it was, man, it's yesterday, it's done with. To me, I ain't gonna argue about it, but going forward, I would like to believe that whatever player is high on Jordy's list, that's probably what's high on Sean Marks' list, if that's what PT was trying to say. I mean, it just seemed to me like I think they almost hell bent on everything I've been hearing from Sacramento side. It's almost like they hell bent and set on Mikal to me. I mean, I don't like unless Sean Marks this is my opinion. Unless Sean Marks does
you
something.
think Detroit would give up on a Detroit kid? The coach is from Detroit. The GM is from Scott Perry is from Detroit. His pops is from Detroit, and the players from Detroit. They know they're getting Mikal.
We talking about Sacramento?
I mean, excuse me. I'm talking about A Cuff. Excuse me. They know they're getting A Cuff.
You talking about Sacramento?
So
right?
hold on, y'all really that Sacramento got a lot of motion. I heard Draymond Green mention that too.
I think Sacramento has a lot of motion, like just in terms of, because I think them in Chicago
have to trade up because they can't skip us. How they going? They can't. Skip
us? From what I'm hearing, hold on. Let me. From what I'm hearing, this is alleged. This is alleged as hell. From what I'm hearing, them in Chicago probably been in more talks, more conversations in the last year than anything, because remember they. Yeah, in the conversation involving A Cuff. Mm-hmm. Now, the only reason why I said Chicago is because we got to remember Chicago and Sacramento facilitated the De'Aaron Fox deal to San Antonio. So that could be allegedly that could be the only
Chicago
way.
Not passing Caleb. There's no way.
I said the same thing.
They got too many power forwards. They still not pass. They have so many power forwards and they still not passing up.
I don't know. Well, the thing is, the power forwards that they got, like what Pat Williams and Bazelis, that they want to play him at the 3. Caleb, them getting Caleb, them getting Caleb, bro. Like, I think, me personally,
don't forget they have the Senge too.
Me personally, I think Caleb is headed to Memphis.
No. Oh well, if
because
he
they
goes
just
to
gave up. To me, and the reason why I say that, they just gave up Triple J basically for a box of oodles and noodles. So I don't see Caleb going past
they're either
3.
getting Cam Boozer or Caleb. But
I
regardless,
think they going for
Hey,
Caleb because I
re-
like they
re-
already had it.
regardless, Acuff is
hey,
not going to Chicago.
hey, let me toss this out since we
No,
just
no, no,
talked
no, no.
about.
No. That's not what I was saying. I'm
Hey, yo,
saying that I don't think if Caleb goes number three to Memphis,
Hmm.
I really don't think that, in my opinion, I don't think Chicago wants the number 4 pick anymore. I
well,
just don't.
since we talking about rumors, I'm gonna tell you some rumor I saw yesterday. I mean, it's on Twitter, but some dude out of Utah, he said that his homie is like a home realtor, and he said that according to him, like Darius Acuff has been looking at homes in like the Utah area. Now,
He's not
I don't
going to
know.
That's a
Utah,
lie.
man. He's not going to Utah. Like, see, this is disinformation
ain't
stuff.
going to
No, hold on.
No, no,
Keontae
no.
George is in Utah. Why would he? You know what I mean?
Well, I don't know if y'all seen yesterday. It also came out that apparently Utah and Keontae George there's like some contract, discussions going on that's not necessarily maybe on par. It's the same shit going on with Kessler.
Yeah,
So,
no, I did see that. I did
yeah.
see that. I feel like
and you got to think. If Washington, there's rumors that Washington might possibly take Peterson. Number one, and then you got Trey Young opting out of his deal.
Listen,
We don't know if he's
listen.
gonna sign.
Washington is taking Darren Peterson. Washington is taking Darren Peterson.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Time out.
no.
So,
Hold on. Time out. Hold on.
AJ's not going number 1.
Right.
AJ
Now, hold on.
AJ might go 3.
Right. No, hold on. I
That's what
wanna
I'm
say
saying.
that I think it's a lot of validity to Peterson going there because the whole contract thing, like I just said, and the rookie scale contract. So if you got a number 2 pick on a rookie scale contract, and he a point guard, he could take over the point guard position when you instead of having a free agent on 1 year with this ridiculous contract, and it ain't promised that y'all gonna be able to compete in that window, that Trey Young's window, but in that Peterson window.
Trey Young not coming back. Trey Young gone.
Trey Young
I said
Trey Young is trying to get an
an
extension, bro. That's all he's trying to do.
That got a lot of motion. The Peterson going to the Wizards, I agree with y'all, bro.
Now think that the same
Trey
situation,
Young,
might be
Trey
happening
Young
in
thing,
Utah because
wait.
Hold on. Let Range Roll finish. What did he say?
Go ahead, Ryan.
it seems like the same situation can possibly be shaping out in Utah. Now, if Keontae George isn't going to be back, Utah might just take a point guard.
Nah.
And possibly do a sign and trade or something with George. Because
No.
I don't know his full
They're not
contract
in the-
situation, but
They're not in the same tier. It's like Naderman at 6. He's not slotted in that tier. You can't take him. It's the value doesn't match for what he produced. The value does not match. There are 4 players that are going in the top 4. The order could be different. The order could be whatever, but Peterson is going to the AJ is going to Darren is going to
Washington.
the Wizards. He only worked out for him, and the only reason a player would do that is if they came out of that and they felt like I don't have to do nothing else. I'm probably going number 1 overall. He didn't work out for Utah. So now if I think Utah with Cam Boozer's pops working there, those kids were raised running through those hallways in that locker room, right? They are going to take Cam Boozer, shock the world. I go back and forth on it, but I think it's possible.
No, this is my thing. Look, being that I'm as a former Nugget. Oh, let me say this: as a former Nuggets fan, the Jazz were in my division, so I'm very familiar with them. Like, I think remember Dame Lillard. They got Jamal Murray. Dame Lillard's coming back this year. Shea Gilgeous is the 2-time MVP or something like that, right?
Yeah, and y'all got Ant in Minnesota. I already know about that. Like my thing. Look, all right, hold on a second. Y'all telling me that there's a legitimate or puncher's chance, allegedly, that AJ not only could be going number two, but he could possibly drop the 3.
Yep.
Like, and this is hold up, and this is based on relationships in the locker room type shit.
Listen, Leaf rather. Leaf. The Utah bought Dembele to Utah. He went to Danny Ainge's high school. He went to Danny Ainge's college, BYU, right? They gave him $7 million to go to BYU, $3 million to go to that Utah prep. If he goes to second, falls to second, there's a good chance Utah takes him. But what I'm hearing, and just the logic of it, they just hired his pops. They didn't hire his pops 2-3 years ago, and he's been with the team. No, he's worked for the team before. They just hired him back. And why? I think they're gonna take Cam Boozer.
AJ DeBoss is not going
to. Wait. So wait a second. Y'all telling me in a draft that had AJ probably at number 1 for probably the last, I don't know, 18 months. Y'all telling me that just based off of everything that you just told me, that Caleb Wilson and AJ DeBosa, probably the 2 wings that we wanted all along, is possibly dropping to 3 and 4.
I don't think the NBA will allow DeBosa to go to Memphis. Like I think he's going to Washington. Man, first of all,
here's the thing.
I can promise you, if this happens, Utah and Washington will never see another top 5 pick again.
Well, look, AJ, he ain't dropping below 3, but when it gets to Chicago's pick, that's the most interesting one, because you think that they should just take Caleb Wilson, but it's like, I've been hearing,
but it's like, hold up, all right, if Sacramento is willing to trade up in the top 5 just to get Acuff, what's stopping Chicago? In my opinion, bro, allegedly they don't want nothing to do with a top 5 pick to begin with. I don't know what they're doing over there. They probably worse around than us.
Nah,
right now.
Nobody's run worse than us.
Sacramento ain't run worse than us?
Well, I'll tell you this. Look, put it like this. I will tell y'all this. Hold on, let me tell y'all this. When MPJ was still a Nugget and there was rumors that he can get traded, now the Brooklyn thing came out of nowhere. But I remember, I think I even tweeted it. But I said, hey, MPJ is my favorite player. I'm going to rock with him wherever he go. But if he go to Chicago, I ain't going to be no Chicago Bulls fan.
Yeah, yo, I just found out how the rest of the league looks at MPJ, and it's hilarious. Dudes don't think MPJ can dribble at all. He was telling me that
he can't. He got a bad back.
He's a catch and shoot guy.
Detroit would rather Tyler Hero, who has a bigger contract than MPJ. They would prefer Tyler Hero, who has more years than MPJ, than trading anything for MPJ. That tells you what the league thinks of him.
They also want to keep Tobias on a short-term deal and get Tyler Hero too. So, they literally have other ways to go. And the problem is, this is why you got to trade Michael Porter Jr. You give him an extension, it is going to backfire in our faces so badly where you can't get rid of that contract.
Let the team that trades for him give him an extension.
Hey, send him to Golden State.
Yes, for Jimmy Butler's 1 year and a pick. That totally works.
It's 2 years. That's 54 million for 2 years. It's not 26, 27, 27, 28.
I thought it was expiring. I thought he signed a 2-year extension a year and a half ago.
No. He has 2 more years.
Who?
That's crazy.
Wait, who we talking about?
Jimmy Butler. I thought it was an expiring. I didn't know he had a 2nd year. I hope it's an option where we could decline it.
Yes, this year and next.
Yeah, send niggas to Golden State.
Jimmy.
Yeah, but is Sai gonna eat $108 million?
Well, he did that for Ben.
He did it before.
Yeah, he did it for Ben. Remember?
He did it for Ben Simmons.
But Ben didn't have a knee tear and coming in. Listen, if we get a Day Mara, I don't care what Sai spends. I don't. But y'all can forget free agents and y'all for the 2 years that we got him, we stuck. Unless we send MPJ, and not MPJ. We as long as we send Terrence Mann, we send Terrence Mann with MPJ.
Hold up, wait. I'm looking at it right now. Jimmy is entering the next year, the last year of his contract.
Oh, it's next year.
On Hoops Hype right now, bro.
Oh, so it is this year, this upcoming season. So I was right? It's just expiring.
This upcoming season is
Thank
last bit of money.
Thank goodness. See, that's what we should do. That's free cap space. You take on Jimmy Butler's contract next summer, we're ready to make bigger moves. We'll have free cap space. And we could get potentially a pick involved as well. Even if it's not the 11th pick, give me a post-Curry pick. You want to get Jimmy Butler off this team, you better give me a post-Curry pick. I'll even live with that. I'll take that. That'd be a great valuable pick. But we cannot re-sign MPJ. We're nowhere near close to winning at this moment. You can't do that. They're into the Warriors. They could use them.
But hold on. But how tough?
I don't think Jimmy is going to play, bro, when he get here.
Hold on. I want to see what's going to happen when this Giannis and trade actually.
No, he's not going to play.
But hold on. I just want to see what's going to happen with these trades, bro, because I don't know how tough the East is, bro. If the Knicks came out the way they did, and we know there's blaring problems.
No, it was timing. It was timing.
No, the
Pistons you had Cade Cunningham who had a collapsed lung.
Besides Cade Cunningham.
The East is more competitive than it was a few years ago. Think about it. Detroit,
you would think they want us.
Bro, you got to remember the Eastern Conference. The Eastern Conference had two of their last Eastern Conference champions, bro, suffer from Achilles tears.
Right.
That's like, come on, bro. Like, I mean, if anything, it's being redone, bro. Like, the only team that seems like they can do something because they got the same cast and they just had to switch the cook in the kitchen is Orlando.
Hey, how long is Jason Tatum out for?
Tatum came back, bro. He should be all right.
No, he came, but didn't he get injured like right after the playoffs? Did he get injured or get injured the last game?
He sat out game 7 to avoid like a serious injury. It wasn't like nothing crazy.
Oh, I thought he got messed up.
If anything, Tatum and Halliburton, bro, like they are pretty much going against something historic, bro, that only KD was able to come back from and be somewhat of the same. You know what I'm saying? So, like, outside of that, bro, like, I think, to me, Orlando has the team, bro, like, that they wanted, bro, like, for the last 2 years. They just got to put a new coach in.
Orlando need to make that move for Trae Young. Orlando need to make that move for Trae Young or take the Aaron Rodgers contract.
I mean, I'm going to be honest.
They lost because of their guard play, bro. They cannot shoot.
There were rumors.
They didn't lose.
I think Trae Young's going to come.
They lost.
I think Trae Young's coming to Brooklyn.
There were rumors they wanted to trade
because Franz got hurt, bro.
Wait, how much cap space do they have?
There's no way in hell Trae Young coming to Brooklyn.
No,
not Brooklyn. I'm not talking about us. I'm talking about
I'm saying who's Trae Young's best friend?
Well, how much cap space though do the Magic have? Because you have to sign him now, and he wants $40 million, which I don't think the Magic have that cap space money. So
hold on. Listen.
Nets don't have the cap space to give him the money he wants.
Listen, the Orlando Magic. Hold on, John. The Orlando Magic just got a new head coach. They cannot afford to have the good front court they got. Is be that competitive. Not have and this will be their first year. They want to compete now, but they got a 1-year head coach. The only time I've seen it work besides that was with dude from the Raptors that coach for the 76ers. He's the only assistant coach I've seen in their first year won an NBA championship. And I know they want to compete now. So they want to do it in that window where they got the contract for Paolo Banchero and the brothers. Now I'm saying that to say that somebody like Trae Young takes them over the top.
No, if you don't, they got their team already.
Bro, yo, Breezy.
Team already.
Breezy. Real talk. Yo, Breezy. If you ask Trae Young, do you want to play with Paulo or do you want to play with MPJ? What do you think he's going to answer?
He going to want to. I would say Orlando.
Nigga,
because they friends. Hold on.
Listen, they best friends. They were on the AAU team together. The first time I saw them play ever was them two playing together on AAU. There was another NBA dude on that too. But Sean Marks don't give a shit about MPJ. He's trying to trade MPJ every fucking day. Like, I don't know why I keep seeing people making lineups with MPJ in it. They're trying so hard to trade MPJ. They just can't. Don't nobody want him at that money.
Look, if they trade MPJ, it's probably going to end up being like the second time within 4 years they trade somebody to the eventual NBA champion. So they can go ahead and do that.
The only problem, Range, is what is MPJ's price value? If he wants a descending contract where the first year's 40 mil and it goes down, I think I'm totally fine with something like that. But if he wants 40 for next 3 years, no, sir.
There is no way in hell. The next team is made up of 19-year-olds, 20-year-olds. If you're older than Clowney, you're not a part of this core. And they're trying to trade
How many players in the league average 24 points per game or more and make 40 million or less?
Nobody. Everybody that make that. If you're talking about Michael Porter Jr., he makes 41 million.
Well, no. Just past season he made 38.3.
Yeah, but that's past. You talking about who gets it now?
He making 41.
He making 41 million this year.
The only players
on the books.
Look, the only 41 million. The only players who averaged 24 points or more and made 40 million or less last year was MPJ, Shai Gilgeous, and I'm trying to remember who the last one was.
He makes more than Shai Gilgeous?
I think they might have made similar last year.
MPJ
stay winning.
He ain't worth at 38. It's not that he's not worth that type of money. I mean, look at the roster he got around him.
SGA is going up to like 50.
That's the roster he has around him. He's a fourth choice on a championship team.
So let me
that is a fact.
With Joker and Murray, he'll be the third option with Joker and Murray.
Hold on. Let me ask y'all real quick. Who you think the top 4 teams is in the Eastern Conference next season, bro? You got to put the Knicks there because they won the championship, but who else?
I'll probably say Orlando.
It's Detroit, Indiana. It's Detroit, Indiana.
Okay.
Where the hell you get Indiana from?
I get you Detroit.
Indiana with Halliburton and this new front court they got.
What Halliburton is gonna look like when he come back?
Yeah, I know.
You know, off Achilles.
They got Zubac.
He's not the first. It's 2026. They do these surgeries and with music on.
They did get Zubac, so they do have a lot to work with. I also would say the Hawks are a dark horse. I'm hearing they want to make a very big move soon. They've been connected to Jaylen Brown and other types of stars. Like the Hawks, if they make a big move this year, that is a team that's going to give a lot of teams a bunch of headaches, man. Don't count the Hawks out either. They're a team that's ready to
I don't have Detroit winning 60 games again. I don't even have them winning anywhere close to
that. I do. I think y'all don't give like if your lung collapse a month before the playoffs and the type of cardio you have to do to be an NBA player, that's you didn't see regular Cade Cunningham in the playoffs. You saw lungs collapse just a couple weeks ago, Cade Cunningham.
And they played 7-game series too, bro. That's tough, bro.
Hell yeah, yo!
I don't look at none of these teams in the East that serious. Put some talent around my boy.
The East are the champions. What are you talking about?
The Knicks are the champions because of the NBA, bro. They need money.
But the reason why I asked that question,
you know what, Leaf? I 100% agree with you.
Get some talent around my boy and watch what happens. I'm telling you.
And look, hold on. I'm just saying
he's not a part. This will be the last time you on this podcast because he's not going to be a part of this team much longer.
Hold on. They talk about Brown.
That might not be a bad thing.
They talk about Brown not being on this. It's just all discombobulated. Nobody got no structure in the Eastern Conference. The top dogs ain't the top dogs no more. Like the Knicks, they're going to have them. But the Atlanta, they not no competitors like that. Detroit, they need another shot creator. Washington Wizards, they proved they had talent and not win. All of these teams got something to prove. They ain't no solid top 4. I give you the
top.
The only team I got doing something is Orlando. That's it.
listen, the process for these teams is you make the playoffs. If you give a good fight and lose disappointed in the first round, second round, that's okay. You get older, you get better, you come back. Now you make it to the second in the Eastern Conference Finals. You may lose that in a heartbreaking fashion, but then you come back. These teams, like the Spurs, averages 22 years of age, as an example. These teams are super young. Orlando is super young. Like I think that's a good shout by Leaf, Orlando. But Detroit, guess what? They're super young. They're yo. If they bring back Duran, they're a young team that's already showed that they could win, and they're just learning how to navigate these playoffs. And the front office fucked up. They needed points. They should have traded for Michael Porter Jr., but they didn't want to give that first round pickup. So he didn't go nowhere. Now you're gonna have to pay Tyler Hero. I don't know how that's possible, but yeah, but still.
I look at it
Crazy.
this way, bro. Like Detroit, to me, bro, like realistically, they only really had 1 or 2 ways to win this season, and I don't think that shit is gonna be duplicated, being that they had one person that could set the table and set the offense for them. That was their main problem. Jalen Duran is your number 2, bro. You ain't going nowhere. That's been proven. Cleveland is a joke. Goddamn, the Knicks only got where they got, bro, because a lot of the teams that they couldn't beat was not in their way. Right. That's the truth. That's the facts. It is what it is. Orlando.
OKC makes the finals. They like OKC can't beat the Spurs, but OKC beats the Knicks.
Orlando is the team. Orlando is the only young team out of San Antonio and Detroit that peaked first. They peaked 2 years ago when they made the playoffs, and then last year Detroit peaked, and then this year the NBA said, "Let's hurry up and get Wemby going, bro." Like, and then them niggas
that don't make no sense.
60 games.
That don't make no sense. They went further this year than they did last year. The team averages 23 years of age. That's a bunch of puppies out there.
I understand. You saying the same thing I'm saying, is just differently. Just let me finish. The thing with San Antonio, bro, like, is that the NBA just tried to figure they ought to put a team in the wave of the young path that the Thunder was already on. The Thunder had peaked back in that Dallas series a year before they won the championship, and then they won it last year, and then this year they got bumped out. They was probably the only team to win a championship to make it back to the conference finals. I don't even think no other team did that in the last 8 years. Realistically, San Antonio was way ahead of schedule. They was barely a lottery team last year. They stole it. They was handed Dylan Harper, and then they marched to 60 wins and marched to the finals. Somehow, some way. The NBA, bro, already know who they putting in place, bro. Like Orlando, as far as the East, I think they were on the trajectory. The Cavs are some shit. I don't believe in nothing that they doing.
I think Orlando, they have
the Magic.
You also have to see how Paulo's relationship with Orlando goes, because we've heard a lot of bad things the last few years. Like, if he's not super focused this season, don't be surprised if those rumors start getting loud again, because the Magic.
He's not unfocused. What's going on with Paolo is he pretty much plays the same position as the second best player on the team.
Yeah,
or some people. So him and Wagner clash. They play better without each other, and the team needs to pick one and then use the other one as an asset to bring in the missing pieces to win. They need someone who's gonna shoot and defend.
Would you do MPJ for Franz straight up with no picks? If they really wanted that option to build around Paulo, would you do something like that?
If you send MPJ to Orlando, trade him for Paulo straight up. Keep Franz on the team.
But if you get Franz for that, I think
they like
Franz more than Paulo.
You do?
Yeah, I think they like Franz more than Paulo.
Why you say that? Brooklyn?
I think he's the more well-rounded player. in terms of, not to say that Paulo was not like, Paulo's an elite talent, of course, but I think Franz
Send
fits.
Paulo to Brooklyn and let him play with Nolan Traore and the boys.
I just think
Let's see
Franz
how he
fits
looks.
more of. He's a better playmaker. I feel like he's a better playmaker. He's a better rebounder. I think he's a better shooter. Like,
the
I think it would be easier
athleticism
to
for
surround
me.
him. It would be easier to surround Franz with guys more so than.
But
Paulo,
LM, the Nets can't take any more unathletic guys. The Nets are too unathletic as it is. They rank in the bottom 3 in pace. They rank in the bottom 2 in pick and rolls, and they can't even defend transition offense. They need players that have more speed and more size and physicality. That like they would have to
I don't
get
agree, but
Paolo.
I don't know if anybody. I don't know if Paulo will be in the works. Not for MPJ. They probably would want more than that.
Oh, of course.
I mean, that's the guy. That's
Well,
the
no, you probably got to add something to it because I think Paulo makes like what 15, 18 million more than MPJ for bricks.
What?
I don't know if he'll be on the table.
His first max was what? His first max is 15
Nah.
more than
Like I said, MPJ, the
56
stats he's
million?
giving y'all at 40 million ain't enough. So go get Paulo. He makes like 55 to 60. He gonna put up them knuckleballs in Brooklyn. And y'all be happy with that.
Oh, don't get in your feelings over Michael Porter Jr. Nigga. Like, this is a rebuilding team. He's 30 years old. They're not going in the same direction.
Paulo's young.
Don't
Paulo's young.
get.
Y'all can teach him how to shoot.
Yeah, hey, it's possible, but he's not. Sean Marks never would do that trade anyway. But regardless, you can't get hurt about Michael Porter Jr. This is what he is. He's a journeyman. He's not an all-star.
Yo, put some talent. I'm telling you, just put some talent around my boy. He's gonna eliminate all these niggas.
Do you understand? They gave us a first-round pick to take this nigga,
and they regretting it.
He's a salary dump. He's a salary dump, yo. They might regret it. They
Denver
should
might
regret it. You know what? You're right about that. But you gotta recognize what level he's on.
In the offseason, Denver might come with that Brinks
first
truck.
round pick.
So it's cool.
For what?
In the offseason, Denver might come with that Brinks truck.
We're the only dumb franchise to surround niggas like Mikal and Cam Johnson and now MPJ and have a GM that's like, yo, we can build around that. Like, we're the only dumb franchise
what is wrong
that does shit like that. And I don't understand, like, what's wrong. To me, like, for the Nets fans, I think we need to realize, like, to me, this Knicks championship doesn't mean shit. What you need to do, realistically, is build a winning culture. Build a culture full of young guys. Build what helps the Knicks is these niggas went to Villanova with each other. Like, they have a bond. Like, and this sounds like the power of friendship. But that's some real ass shit. It kind of is the power of
continuity.
Like, that's why they look so good on the court. Yeah.
All the more reason you should sign Trae Young.
For what?
Nah.
This nigga trolling, yo.
The Knicks, he's a Knicks killer who already got chemistry with MPJ.
Why he got to be on the Nets?
As a recent, he wasn't killing the Knicks like that. He killed the Knicks before, but not as a recent. He ain't killing them. I'm saying
we do not need niggas. Don't want A Cup, and y'all niggas talking about getting Trae Young. Probably worse.
Darius A Cup Jr. on Brooklyn.
Well, no, I'll be honest. Look,
Breezy, can I get my soliloquy on Darius A Cuff?
Look, here's my thing with A-Cuff. I'm gonna tell you what. Look, I like A-Cuff's talent. I want him for the talent aspect. But if he's on some like I want to be in Sacramento type shit, fuck you, then, nigga. Straight up.
Listen, Darius A Cuff is gonna win Rookie of the Year.
Possibly.
He's going to the very best situation for him. They are going to give him the basketball. It doesn't matter who the Nets draft. Jordy Fernandez is going to tell him you got to earn the spot. It doesn't matter who the Nets draft. Jordy Fernandez is not letting a rookie play 30 minutes. He's just not. He's just like I challenge anybody on to bet me on that. He is not. He didn't give Yegor 30 minutes. He didn't give Drake Powell 30 minutes. He's not giving anybody they draft this year 30 minutes. The Nets are the Nets.
Well, let me ask you though. You don't think some of that plays into Igor starting out the season hurt, and then the players that were playing him, instead of him, I mean, they weren't meant to be starters. So, I mean, it was kind of a little dicey.
No, like if you're not a Nets fan, so you haven't seen what we've seen. Jordy
used to coach the Nuggets. I know what I'm saying.
Jordy don't like rookies. You know that. Jordy not for mistakes on the court. Jordy not.
To be fair, if Powell had a couple of starts and that nigga didn't show that he wanted it, so realistically, why would I start?
But they started him at point guard. They sabotaged him.
Yo, hey, actually, let me ask y'all. Hey, you guys are long time Brooklyn
guard,
fans.
LM.
Hold on. Let me ask y'all something.
I get it, but I get it.
Let me ask y'all something.
Regardless if he at the point or regardless if he at the two, like why does that take away your confidence to go out and play? Like that's where I'm at with it. Like nigga, you put me at the one or the two, I'ma still
he's on ball right now though. That's I think out of the two positions that are next to each other, those are the two furthest apart. What a point guard does and what an off ball, shooting guard does is two completely different things.
But it's been a combination.
The NBA shouldn't be the place that you play point guard for the first time. It just shouldn't.
True. But if I'm Drake, but if I got the talent of Drake Powell, me personally, I don't care where you put me at. Like if you're gonna put me at the point guard, cool. You're gonna put me at the two guard, cool. Nigga, I know the talent I got. Wherever you put me at, I'm getting mine, period. And that's the mindset that nigga should have.
Mentality. That's the
mindset that he should have. If I'm the coach and he not doing that, nigga, why the fuck I'm putting you in the lineup for? Hey, you're not gonna show me what you doing. I sit on the bench. Like
that's pretty much you just described the Flatbush Five.
You seen the clip pod of that nigga in practice where he do the in and out, and then he goes to dunk on Clax. I don't know why. Maybe in practice he did a mini
sham god. He did a mini sham god. Beat Terrence Mann off the dribble and dunked it, and then you see Terrence Mann in the background walk away.
Yeah, like
and then the next thing you know, not even a week after the season is over, this motherfucker is in Iceland. Yeah, the Nets are cursed, man. Because when I used to see that kid, he looked like the next coming of Kawhi. He get to the Nets, he's Stranger Things. It's fucked up, yo.
You spoke real highly on Drake Powell, bro. Like
I love Drake Powell.
Kawhi is crazy.
I think two things. For Drake Powell,
did you see him play in high school?
From not having a real point guard and not having a fully defined role.
Like you said, it's levels. Even if he was nice in high school, it's levels.
He was nice in high school, and I know he could play better defense than he plays. But then again, the Nets have nothing behind these players. Like Clowney and Claxton is not defensive in the paint. Like they don't make a difference there.
Claxton gotta go, bro. I don't know where, but he gotta go.
I mean,
right after what I'm seeing these playoffs, that nigga will get slaughtered.
I mean, it's the guard. It's the guards, though.
Yeah, I said that too.
Nah, it's not even the guards.
If the Brooklyn Nets played the Spurs, I want you to think about this. If we played the Spurs in the playoffs, what would we do if Castle and Vassell were pressing up on Traore and Igor? Would be coughing up the ball left and right? So it's not.
Hey,
Jeff Teague broke down. Jeff Teague broke. Oh, hold on, LM. Jeff Teague broke down exactly what happens to the Nets guards with Michael Porter Jr. Just look up for on YouTube. Jeff Teague says Michael Porter Jr. can't. Michael Porter Jr. Michael Porter Jr. Can't dribble. Find that video and he talks about it. He cuts across the half court line, and every team knows to blitz any guard working with Michael Porter Jr. because he can't dribble, and it was
But
the most. It's
all right, let me ask you
true.
though.
I can't
But hold
unsee
on,
it
hold on.
now.
But no,
So
but
in the game,
hold on,
in the
but
games that Michael Porter
MPJ
Jr. didn't play, did they display that they can dribble?
But hold on. MPJ, he was transparent about that himself, and that's why he said he wanted a point guard.
Yeah,
He
I
said,
None of our
didn't
guards
understand
can
what he was
dribble.
saying.
That's why niggas want Mikel Akov. None
Right.
of our fucking guards can dribble. That's the problem. Like y'all
Yeah.
niggas is trying to. It's simple.
Right,
It's just
like, that's
simple
what I'm
as it
saying.
is.
You niggas
Just
is
get
blaming
the
MPJ because the
nigga
guards can't
that's
dribble. Like, get
BPA.
outta here.
No,
I feel
he
like
can't help.
I feel like
It's
Nets
not
fans
blaming him.
sometimes like
He don't help
y'all
the
think
situation.
Hey,
He
look,
can't.
we
He can't
overthink
make
this shit
wrong.
into
Jamal
oblivion,
Murray
bro.
didn't need help,
Like,
and we got a ring. The fuck are we talking about here?
Yeah,
Matt
yeah.
couldn't dribble when he first
Like
got in the
these
league
Nets
too.
He the
guards might
fourth
not be in
best
the
player.
league in a couple of years. Like,
He
let's get real
he
here.
the fourth best player on the team though. Like, you know what I'm saying? You could do that on Denver. You know, God bless you. Y'all had a great team. Don't try to play Aaron Gordon like he didn't save y'all. If you didn't have Aaron Gordon, y'all don't win those championships, man.
Well, we're not,
That's the truth.
into
wait,
the
hold on. But
question
we talking
about
about guards bringing the ball up court though.
Yeah, but still,
Niggas, niggas,
you
niggas
talking
so
about a
trash they need
person. Your
MPJ for help.
perspective,
Hold on,
on him.
hold on.
The team in the locker room, the
Wait,
opposing team in the locker room put Jokic on the board. Then they put
look, De'Aaron
Jamal
Fox.
on the
Look,
board.
we just seen. Wait, we
Then
just
they
seen De'Aaron
put
Fox play like
Anthony.
shit. Hold on, we just seen De'Aaron Fox play like shit in the finals. Did De'Aaron Fox have trouble bringing the ball up court though?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, he did.
Bringing the ball
nigga,
up court?
it don't matter. It don't matter about
He,
the ball of
he
the court
turned
is one
over. You
scenario.
don't,
The
you don't
thing you
remember him
need to
When
turning
worry
we're
over the
talking
about
ball?
is
about the Brooklyn Nets guards, that's where we got to start. Can they get the ball up over the court and start the
Yes.
offense? That's where it
Yes.
starts with these guys.
what are we
These are
Nolan
rookie
Trey-
guards. We're
Nolan
not talking
Trey
about vets.
already.
We're talking about
what
rookie
are we?
guards.
Time out. Let me ask that.
What
Nothing
are we
wrong with
arguing
Nolan
here? Because
Traore.
we
Hold
have
on.
said
We're talking about rookie guards.
Right, but hold on. Time out. I
Nolan
want to ask that.
Traore is a rookie guard.
Hold on. Let me ask y'all something real quick. I just want to know because shout out to Alton Rowe. First time I seen in the chat, he said, "Thank you, Pod." Nets fans not thinking with their brains, they thinking with their heart. We all have a type. McAllister Nets type. A-Cuff is not. Now, again, this is me listening to y'all. I'm asking, who y'all think run a better half court set? Mikal Brown Jr. or Darius A-Cuff Jr.?
it's definitely Akov.
Well, first, let me say this. Both Mikal and A-Cup can bring the ball up court.
Okay.
Yeah, they're
But once
better
they get
than
up court,
everybody
then
on
That's
the
what are we?
Nets right now.
Wait. Why are we
Come on,
arguing
run
that? That's not the like. We all know these niggas is better at bringing the ball up than
No,
our guards. Like that.
Yeah,
Why are we arguing? That's not
they're
a
better
conversation to be
players than
had.
But
every person,
that come
every
with
player on our
development,
team.
bro. You could
But
they could
but
develop
no,
that shit
but
in time, bro.
Development
A
is
lot of people
fine,
didn't know
but
how to
if
dribble
a
when they first came in the
development is
league.
fine, but if a nigga like Nolan and Jaeger you draft, and then I see a Dylan Harper or coming up in the draft, them two niggas ain't gonna stop me from picking Dylan Harper. At the end of the day, it is what it is. I'm not saying it's gonna stop them from developing, but at the same time, OKC, you saw it, they have multiple guards that can bring the ball up the floor. That's it. They ain't gonna stop choosing guards just because we got guards and we got Shea and we got them niggas got multiple ball handlers. The Knicks got multiple ball handlers. Spurs got multiple ball handlers. So realistically, yeah, it
Yo,
should not stop you from picking the guard of a nigga that can bring the ball up the floor, which clearly they can't do yet. Now we gotta wait until next season to see if they improved on it. If they did, cool. But they ain't stopping us from getting a Mikal or Akov. Not in my opinion.
I don't
Who
think that
clearly
was
would be
even
the
on.
best players
But
on the roster.
LM, I don't think that was on the. I don't think that was on the
It
conversation.
don't
That
matter
wasn't
who
on the
we get, we
table.
still gonna be in the same situation, bro.
It's not. There's nothing these kids gonna do that's gonna change it today. They have to do a few more moves, and the kids have to grow. It takes 3 years. It's just what it is. But
Yeah, we
I'm
ain't making moves that's gonna make us like playoff contention next year. Like we
Look,
gotta take this shit one day
But
at a
niggas think we getting
one
A cup, we
season at a
going straight to
time.
the playoffs. Like, what the fuck is we doing?
listen.
Nigga, even if we had
Sacramento.
AJ the Monster, we wasn't going to the playoffs. Like,
Yeah,
no matter who we would have got.
yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter. This shit was gonna take years and continuity to build anyway. But at least you should put something on the court. If you Sean Marks, put something on the court that the Net fans could watch. At least Like,
when
they ain't gonna be winning, but
when it comes to like
on the
making the
court we can
playoffs,
watch.
I like to look at the division before I look at the conference. So I feel like we're in the toughest division in the East. So we gotta how can you eventually win the Atlantic
the
division?
Atlantic
You gotta think
division,
from
yeah.
that.
You
You
need a
gotta think
You
from
point
have
that
guard,
to.
bro.
standpoint.
You
Need
have
that
to
point guard.
stack talent. You have that's the key. That's what OKC does. OKC doesn't say, "Oh, I got these players. I'm good. Now I need to go spend crazy dollars on some old free agent." OKC just keeps stacking talent. They don't care what you're doing. Now they trying to trade up. They're trying to trade up to get one Kingston Fleming. They trying to trade up to get, Burries. They're
But
aggressive.
look, right? They are aggressive. Like they got that guard that Leaf was talking about that had that I think testicle cancer.
Topic.
Yeah, him. Dude, shout to him. But he recovered from it. But case in point is, they keep stacking their talent, but they can't keep all of their talent. I'm hearing Casey Wallace or AJ Mitchell gotta go. I'm hearing they trying to get in the mix.
Nah, AJ Mitchell signed for $3 million.
AJ Mitchell ain't
he's
leaving.
not going nowhere.
So then they can't keep Casey Wallace. It was one of the two. You feel
But
what I'm
Casey
saying?
Wallace might leave,
it's
but AJ Mitchell
because they got AJ
Kaysen might
Mitchell.
leave.
Right.
Kaysen might leave.
Right. Look,
I wouldn't be surprised if he left.
Look at this.
Yeah, I wouldn't
look
either.
at this comment right here. Alton Rowe again. He said Keontae and Peterson have the same agent. They don't want them on the same team. Not good for either. This is to y'all point earlier when y'all was talking about how Peterson going to the Wizards. I'm starting to believe it more and more. I'm for real. I'm starting to believe it more and more.
Listen to
If you're an agent,
your
you
old
don't
buddy
want.
pod. I'm giving you that one.
Yeah, if you're an agent, you don't want two clients on the same team. That messes up pay.
You don't mind having two clients on the same team if one is the point guard and the other one is the center. But if they're both point guards or they both want to be point guards, you don't want them on the same team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why they ain't give Keontae. Maybe that's why they ain't give Keontae George that contract.
Trae Young didn't. He's looking at free agency. So if they take Darren Peterson, then that means that they ain't nobody in his way.
I told y'all they were gonna tell Trae Young to kick rocks. Y'all didn't believe me. I told y'all. I said last year that's a fake trade.
Bro, I didn't think they was gonna get the number 2 pick. I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. I
did. I told y'all the night we lost that game to them. That day, and you and Joey was clowning me because I was mad that they lost that game to the Wizards. They won that game to the Wizards. If they lose that game, we the number 1 overall. We have the number 1 overall pick.
God, I was on Scott's channel losing my mind. I'm like, they have a 5-point lead. This is the perfect time to just lay down. Instead, now knowing Traore wants to
Jordy
take all
started playing full court press. Fourth quarter, full court press for Jordy, boy.
Honestly, I blame Sean more than I do Jordy because you hired a coach who didn't want to lose. For these 2 years, it wasn't like having a winning coach. Like, if you would have had a coach who thought about development, we'd probably walk away with at least one top prospect, at least. But instead, what do? We always do the same crap that gets us put in the same situation where, oh my gosh, we had the advantage. What happened? Because we have an incompetent GM. Like, until
maybe Jordy think he can win with these guys.
Win what? What are we winning?
I mean, honestly,
you're gonna have to ask him. I don't know.
I mean, look, MPJ just got traded in, but when I look at the situation, I think where the Nets messed up is that once they decided they were going to do this rebuild, they should have really scouted these drafts, because having 5 first-round picks in the draft before this one is crazy.
You know what?
No. The problem, the Nets did not draft well. If you don't take Saraf and you take Maxime Renault instead, or you don't take Danny Wolf, you take Rasheed Fleming, or you take Hugo Gonzalez. There was a few players there.
Nah. But look. Imagine having like
different. If they
imagine having like 5 first-round picks in like the 2002 draft, and then the 2003 draft happens, and LeBron, Melo, Bosh,
the draft
Wade
isn't
come
the
in.
issue.
The draft is the drafting.
It's the players he picked. The draft is not the issue.
Hold on. Let me ask y'all this. Do y'all Nets World 1? He said, just got this information earlier today. Mikal Brown Jr. is Trevor Booker, former Net. Y'all know how real is that?
I was told.
I don't even know.
On the show. I was told
What?
that on somebody else's show. It's pretty logistic. So
Wait. What? What is Mikael Brown Jr. is Trevor Booker?
No, his
No,
agent.
Trevor Booker.
No, he says
agent.
Shout out
Hey,
Trevor
no.
Booker. I remember Trevor Booker.
Yeah, I heard something like that, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean that could be a. I heard that the Brooklyn Nets they watch Mikael Brown Jr. work out more than once. I heard
Three times.
Yeah.
They visited his family too. They went all over there.
Oh damn! They was invited to the barbecue.
Yeah, Modelo. everything.
Guys, why is this so hard? Why is this so hard? This kid, this
What's my
kid plays exactly like how Jordy wants a point guard to play. He doesn't shoot middies. He goes to the basket and he shoots a whole lot of threes in space. That is Jordy Fernandez must lick the screen when he watches his highlights. It's just that fucking disgusting to know that is exactly what dude wants.
But is that
player?
A man that don't point guard that don't take middies though is type crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
He don't take middies.
Don't take middies is type crazy.
Yeah,
It's not that he. It's not that he takes
That's not the
them.
way he want to run.
I know it's not that.
Listen, listen. You know why point guards don't take middies? It's because they bag ain't deep enough to get to their spot every time. I'm telling you.
Yo, he's
That ain't true for
wrong
Akon.
because he's ambidextrous. He can he can dunk with his left, his right hand. He passes and get assists with his left and his right hand. He's
MBJ
ambidextrous.
does have certain strengths over Acuff. I'm not denying that. Look, one of the strengths he has over Acuff is that
Acuff is the better player to me.
Who's a better
offensively? Offensively, Acuff is the better player. The problem with Acuff is the Nets have to flush their entire team down the drain because Acuff. Hold on, let me say what
You don't have the pieces.
Let me say it. Let me say it, and then y'all disagree. Y'all don't even let me say it. Yo, Acuff plus Yegor backcourt is the worst defensive backcourt.
Thank you. Say it again, please.
It is the worst defensive backcourt, and
say it one more time.
It's a chain reaction to the rest of the team too. Like
not worse than James Harden and Mitchell.
That's a pretty bad one, but this is worse.
I don't think it's worse than Mitchell and Harden.
They're smaller than Mitchell and Harden.
Say that shit again, bro. From the very, very top.
Is it worse than Acuff and DeMar DeRozan?
Hold on. Let me say this real quick. If the Nets was,
that's pretty bad.
Hold on, John. If the Nets was smart, if you take Acuff, right, and this is the problem with last year. First of all, ain't nobody in our fucking team can defend. That's one. Two, if the Nets last year, that even if they took Yegor, and this is my problem, which is why I wouldn't have a problem with getting Acuff. If this dumbass nigga at least went with Carter Bryant, Rasheed Flemings, Hugo, or whatever the fucking case may be, my nigga, we would have Minot, Carter Bryant, Rasheed Flemings. Nigga, do you know
Maxime
the defensive
Renault
3-and-D wings that we will have to protect this nigga? And that's my fucking problem. When you don't know how to draft, this is the shit that you run into.
Listen,
so now niggas can't
keep
get
telling
Acuff because we didn't draft right last year.
Exactly.
Hold on,
if you don't have
shit that the GM does.
Hold on, y'all.
Hey, gold star for you, Ella. Perfect.
Hold on. I wanna read up.
I told y'all he didn't know how to draft before the draft.
Hold on. I want to read.
And everybody was saying, nah.
Hold on, bro.
Go ahead, Breezy.
I want to read this quote by Darius Acuff Jr. He said, 5 years from now, they will say I was the best player that was going to come out for sure. Acuff told Anscape Mark J. Spears. Some people are going to be surprised, but some people in the back of their minds are probably going to be saying, we probably should have been saying this. My mindset is that I'm going to be the best player for sure. That's just the way I'm carrying it through my whole career.
Amazing.
John, you said it's amazing. Talk to us, John. How you feel about this quote right here?
No, it sounds like the same thing that Markelle Fultz said.
Wait. First, I just want to say to Pod, you can't tell me Yegor and Acuff are worse than Luka and Reeves. Did you watch what Minnesota did to those guys? Okay, moving on. Listen. This is the thing about Acuff. He's
You better be lucky that they didn't play against us, because they would have did worse to us.
Listen.
Yo, we don't have yo, John, our front court is maybe Danny Wolf and Nick Claxton.
That's worse than our backcourt.
Do you understand? When you have a front court that horrible, you can't have who's gonna run a pick and we have not one player that can set a pick. That's why I'm saying today Mara might be the best draft pick.
Hold on. Let John speak to the quote, and then we're gonna go around the panel. Go ahead.
I would say is, listen, of course you're going to have to build a much different roster around Acup. You know, this current roster, is it really the roster you want to build around in the first place? I'll just leave you all with that to think about. And as far as what Acup, listen, this guy has a fearless mindset. He's a top-tier playmaker. His playmaking IQ is very elite for the young age he's at right now. We don't have anybody to coordinate offense, to get up shots, to find people the best looks. This kid, Acup, can do that. And offensively, 3-level scorer, midi, 3-point shot, catch and shoot. People say he can't play off ball. He can. Like, this is just a guy who's a complete player, and he knows it. And he's telling anybody, you want to draft me? I'm going to give you the best damn Darius Acup you're going to get, and then some. You don't want to draft me? You better hope I don't lead my team to the playoffs before you, or as deep as I can the playoffs. He is literally being loud and proud about this, and people should really take it more with a grain of salt than saying, oh, this kid just got a big ego. Darius Acup is going to be one of the best prospects in this draft, regardless if he's a Brooklyn Net or Sacramento.
He may be the best. If he goes to Sacramento, John, I need you to understand me, because I don't think you understand what I'm saying. I need you to understand. If he goes to Sacramento, he's going to be the rookie of the year because he's that good. And they're going to give him the keys. If he comes to Brooklyn, Jordy might send him to Long Island.
Oh, man. Listen,
listen to me. Not because that's right. Not because that's right. Stop. Listen, Jordy sent Nolan Traore, the point guard who, if you just watch him, you know he's better than Ben Saraf. And he sent Nolan Traore to the G League for 21 games.
Nigga, Nolan Traore ass, nigga.
Nolan Traore ain't ass. He was ranked 4th.
Top 2, bro. He was ranked top 2, bro. Stop.
Bro. No, he was. And people used to go, who's better, him or Dylan? And it used to be an argument.
Yeah.
Because he bust all them niggas' ass. He bust all them niggas' ass in that in the Nike Hoop Summit.
Look,
I told Brady on that.
Look, this is his game. Nolan Traore is a speedster, good A to B, doesn't have any handle really, but he's good slasher. But like I said, like if you build a certain team around him, give him a good role, yes, he can be good. When I say a player's ass, I'm not saying he's unless I'm talking about
you gotta have more gradients of shades of gray in your description, because he's not ass. He has deficiency.
Jamal Murray. What did Jamal Murray
layup package?
You said what Jamal Murray?
What is Jamal Murray without screens?
Without what?
Without screens, bro.
A sloop-footed penguin.
Okay, then my point is that. So I mean,
he be breaking niggas down.
What Jamal Murray got to do with this?
Yeah, he be using the pick and roll, but he also be isoing too. What you mean?
My question to you, Pod, is, so let's say Acup does become the star and Sacramento becomes that guy, and you do get Michael Brown, the guy everybody kind of wants. He's a prototype. He fits what Jordy wants. But is that the best thing for us? Because look at all the prototypes we tried drafting.
Listen, I would flush this entire team down the drain. If I was GM.
Acup's back. Even Michael doesn't have
You're not listening, John. John, you're not listening. I would flush this entire team down the drain. I would flush all these soft ass, bitch ass niggas down the drain and build a completely new team. I'd build the motherfucking 2001 Sixers with Iverson and Ratliff and Aaron McKee, and I'll put a whole defensive team around them. That's the Knicks. The Knicks is that. It's a bunch of defenders and one other scorer, a 2A scorer in
Yeah, but
in
yeah,
Towns.
So
But
everybody
else is big and everybody else is defenders.
right.
And
So
everybody else is
Just
physical.
I mean, look.
just hold on. Without the names, the template of the last championship roster was two shot creators and 3 defenders. Fair?
Who's the 2 shot creators?
Cat and Jalen Brunson.
Cat is not a shot creator. Cat is a scorer.
No. All right, no. We'll just go off the premise.
Okay, so when you say a scorer, that's what I meant. I meant when I say a shot creator, I mean a scorer, somebody that could get their own bucket. That's what I'm saying. And
all right, when I
3 defenders.
Okay.
Yeah.
Two guys.
I think all
and 2 more defenders and 2 more defenders on the bench.
For sure.
All the
first 2
championship
guys off the
teams,
bench,
though, all the championship teams that we've seen over the past few years, their teams have been built differently. Like it hasn't been the same makeup.
Yeah,
like the Nuggets don't have the same makeup.
The Knicks are an anomaly. The Knicks,
probably the closest thing. The closest thing might be the Golden State championship, possibly to the Knicks. But even in that, they had
nothing like it.
I compare.
You got it wrong. LM. Let me tell LM why he wrong. LM. The reason why you wrong is because the Knicks are a unique circumstance. The New York Knicks superpower is continuity. You have never had a team that has had that chemistry before, where 3 and 4 players from a college team where they played 4 years together and won 2 national championships. That means they were going far in tournaments and playing so much. They have so much tick of them playing together and understanding each other that they match up like a team that's like the Spurs, for example. If you look at the Spurs, they playing for different shit. They're kids. They grew up together. They're building the ultimate chemistry, but they don't have it yet. They don't have exactly what OKC got, but they can out-talent OKC. And that shit, and that's just surprising them. But chemistry, which is what you usually get from a homegrown team, the Knicks had it already. The Knicks had it because you have never seen 4 players who played together on an NCAA championship team be reunited on a pro team and go for it like this. Never seen it before. It's a completely different thing.
You're right. I think you're right, but I also think it's. I think it's more than that. Also, I think Brunson. Listen, if y'all niggas, some people don't give him credit. That nigga elevates everybody on that team. He does. He elevates everyone.
Go watch some of the. Just watch 30 minutes of Villanova highlights.
Yeah, I
watched same
thing. Like he is the engine that makes that team go.
But no, LM, they run the same sets. They do the same ISOs. Exactly the same shit.
When you have a guy in Brunson, and regardless of the Spurs is young, Wemby is young, cool. But when you have a guy like that, an unreal creator, unreal shot creator, a guy with unreal talent, footwork impeccable, niggas is shooting over Wemby, niggas shooting over these 6'6" guys, like it's just they not there. When you have somebody of that caliber, you need, in all that continuity shit, you need a star. You need a nigga that at the end of the day is like, yo, give it to, he's gonna take us home. Give it to him. Let him run.
He wasn't a star until he got here.
You need that.
Until you put this package together and reunited his squad, he wasn't a squad. He wasn't a number 1. He was a 2.
He was a 6 man. He was a 6 man on the Mavs. He was a 6 man on the Mavs.
You understand? Like this was a special situation. This. You may never see this ever again. And the other thing you got to understand, the Knicks matched up physically well with the Spurs. The Knicks basically played the team that they can beat. They're 22. Their average age is 22. The Knicks' average age is 29. They supposed to win.
Since we're talking about chemistry, identity, and I've talked a lot with Breeze on some of his last few shows, looking at the Flatbush Five and what you've seen this whole year, is there any chemistry that these five guys have besides face each other in college and you're like, what is the chemistry that builds whatever we're trying to build going forward?
They're going for the same position.
Okay.
That's the big thing for them.
Oh man.
So but you gotta realize too, like to his point, the Knicks have had years together. Same thing with OKC. Same thing with most of the past champions with Denver, Golden State, like Boston. Like most of these teams that are champions, they've had years together. They went through the highs, they went through the lows. Like they've had moments of building teammate chemistry. Which is why when it comes down to it, yeah, you can have a team like Denver where niggas don't even got to say nothing on the court. It's just instant communication because they've had that continuity. They've built that. For the Nets, you gotta take your time. Like you gotta build continuity with these players. Rather it's in practice, rather it's going out. They have to build chemistry with each other. Like
when Jamal tore up his knee, the coach came up to him and he whispered in the coach ear. He's like, "You're gonna cut me now, right? I tore my knee for the second time. I'm gonna get cut, right?" And the coach said, "I'm never gonna cut you." He goes get surgery. The team stays behind him. Like they lose in the playoffs, they lose in the bubble. They're learning from it. Like fans have to understand that you have to go through this process. The Nets have only been tanking really for 2 years. And the Spurs tanked for 4 and kept getting picks even after that.
It took
OKC 4 years.
It doesn't look like we were fully brought into that tank process. That's what makes this even more confounding.
It actually took OKC more years than that because the year that they got SGA, they still working on the SGA timeline. They got SGA in 2019, back when Kawhi decided to go to the Clippers. And then that same year, bro, they had Chris Paul. So like that 1 year that they made the playoffs in the bubble, that's when they rebirth timeline has started.
That should have been our first. I'm telling you,
9-3 when the NBA called their phone and said, "Yo, y'all got Wemby. What are y'all doing?" Oh, my bad. 3 years later, 3 years later, and 3 top 5 picks later, they ended up in the goddamn finals. That's not by design.
Let me just say this too: if it wasn't for Anthony Davis in that damn bubble, that would have been MPJ's first ring. We would have destroyed the Heat. We would have beat them then, and then we would have beat them again in 2023.
Y'all got cheated anyway, bro. Like I don't even take that bubble shit seriously. The fact of the matter is that everything about I'm not. Look, if we build a big boy lineup, bro, like with more and decide to get Mara late in the from 1 to 10, I'm cool, bro. Like I don't even give a shit no more.
You should just get Zion on the cheap, man. If you can get him, make him your 4. Like, what do the Nets have to lose at this point?
Well,
I really don't care no more, bro. Like at this point, bro, I'm like this entire since the damn draft lottery, it ain't been this A-Cuff has been little like every time I hear A-Cuff name, I literally get a fucking migraine.
How does I'll
be honest. I'm off the A-Cup shit because the whole Sacramento news. Look, at the moment, this is my prediction. My prediction is that Trae Young is going to surprise people and he's going to sign to Brooklyn. And I think that Brooklyn, whether they use the 6th pick to take him straight up or they do some trade back shit, I think they're going to get Ademara. And if you get Ademara and Trae Young, your offense and your defense instantly.
Trae Young is not coming to Brooklyn.
Trae Young is re-signing with Washington, bro. They gave up assets to get him, and all he did was opt out of his contract to get more years on his deal. That's what he did.
Why don't we do a Trae Yeager backcourt? That's just gnarly, man. Like they might want to play Yeager at the 3. Who's the 2? Like I just don't see that even be plausible anymore. The only reason you would get Trae is if you wanted to get Giannis, which is not even going to happen anymore. So I just don't see that even being a logical reason of attack for us. Trae wants $40 million. Why give it to him now? We could just draft an A-Cup for Michael. Don't have to pay him anything for 4 years.
And Sean Marks is not going to do it. But
well, I feel like this.
him
If you
saying
sign Trey,
Sacramento is his team don't mean nothing. Like
if you sign Trey, that gives Sean Marks the flexibility he wants in the draft pick. Because I mean, granted, we all want the guards, whether it be someone A-Cuff, someone MBJ. That's not the point. The point is, as far as Sean Marks, as far as all the news that we're getting out, all the players that he seems to be interested in are more like the forwards and the centers. So if you sign Trey, that gives him the flexibility that he wants to take who he wants.
You better believe it. Shit.
Tuesday we'll find out who we really. Tuesday we'll find out who we really.
Did you hear about Netsdale? He's already propping up Cream Lopez. He said Lopez almost destroyed Nate Ahmed in the workout.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Like, what about
that? That's crazy.
It's not even true.
Yeah. Yo, Lopez ran up and down the court against Nate, man. He was amazing. Like, stop.
Yo, my son did.
See who we picked Tuesday, yo. That's just
y'all saw the Nets camp with the kids, right? That they were with the players from last week. My son did that camp. He did it for free too, which was nice of them. And I saw Nolan there. He looked much sturdier. He's been in the weight room.
Nice.
All right.
Saw Drake there. Drake looked taller, which is weird.
Well, remember, these dudes is young. A lot of them still got growth spurt. I even said on Twitter,
time, man.
Look, I think MBJ still has a growth spurt in him. Like, cause he grew from like what was it, like 5'11" or something.
Wait, you gotta be specific, bro. You talking about Mikel or MPJ?
No,
Mikel. It's Mikel.
Y'all be saying MBJ on Twitter, so I'm saying MBJ.
MBJ.
Yeah, they call him that. They call him that. They call him that.
Yeah, so I'm saying I think he's gonna end up being like 6'7".
Wow, that would be something.
He's 20 though. I don't know. I think he just got lucky. Like I grew like that. I was short. I was tall, but my brother was catching me. And then I was in church praying to God, like, please don't let me be under 6 feet. My whole family 6'4" and up, and I'll be the only little one. And I was praying to God, and I had that growth spurt in 11th grade that Mikel had. I'm Mikel, and he took off. The first time I saw him, he was playing against Koa Pete's team, or was he Koa Pete on his team? But anyway, I saw him in AAU, man.
Yo,
I saw him in AAU. He don't care about no fucking 3-point line.
No, I'm just saying that. I mean, even if we don't agree, we agree that it's a win-win if we get Mikel Brown Jr. or Darius Acuff Jr., right?
Yeah, it's a win-win.
Depends how you attack free agency. Depends on how you attack free agency.
You got to change your team.
You still got to go about how you build your team differently. But I mean, as far as the players' talent,
it is. But here's the thing: if you draft Darius Acuff or Markel and you sign who y'all been linked to Austin Reed the entire time, that's just a terrible.
I don't think we're getting Austin Reeves,
but hang on, even though nobody wants it, your organization has been looking at guards.
Ashton, Sean Marks is an idiot.
Niggas been linked to us since the beginning of time, man.
We want anybody.
Y'all just new to
this? They link everybody.
Niggas been linked to us since the beginning. Everybody want to come here. We got cap space.
Every agent used the Nets.
Yeah, like we've done this smokescreen shit before.
He just doing what Cam Thomas did last year.
Yeah, bro. I don't think Reeves is going to be in there. I think he go back to LA.
He shouldn't be in there. Listen, he's better with Luka. Why are we having 2/3 options on this team to try to lead us out of hell right now? I don't want to pay MPJ Reeves $80 to $100 million. That's stupid. You're basically locking yourself up to dead money.
Well, you gonna have to pay him anyway. You draft another guard anyway.
You're not gonna have to pay him. You ain't gonna have to pay him $45 million.
Yeah, you're not gonna have to pay him that.
Not these rookies if you draft them, but you guys with money now.
If you don't draft a wing,
Austin Reeves said the Nets have to give me $174 million. I started dying laughing.
$147 million.
No, $174 million.
Crazy.
For Austin Reeves.
Austin Reeves ain't that dude. Bro gets cooked in the playoffs. 16 points. He's averaged 16 points in the playoffs. That ain't worth even $10 million right now, if we're being honest.
Believe it or not, you got some Nets fans. Believe it or not, you got some Nets fans on here.
Hold up,
saying,
bro.
yo, what if he's out
I got a question, bro. Like, who is capable of getting better, bro? That's in the league right now. That is on the Nets or that's willing to come to the Nets.
On the roster right now,
I don't think we can. I don't know if we can answer that right now.
Yeah.
You said who's capable of getting better?
Yeah.
I hope everybody shit.
I mean, in a general sense, everybody.
I'm gonna give you the guy.
No, hold up.
I'm gonna give you the guy.
Let me rephrase the question. Who's capable
let me
of
answer
getting
the
better
question
to
as
y'all
is.
liking, bro? Because it seemed like we done spent a fucking hour talking about these niggas from the damn draft and shit, and nobody gives a shit about nobody on our team.
Leaf, let me tell you who we need. We need to go get a new power forwards. One.
Who is that?
If the Bulls draft Caleb Wilson and add another power forward to their team,
I already know where he goes.
Don't say Patrick Williams.
I'm going to get
somebody
Noah.
else.
I'm going to go get Noah Senge.
Shit, bro. Good
I want a 7 foot. I want a 7 foot power forward.
I don't know.
That nigga's 6'9", Pod. I checked his height.
Bro, he has not gotten off this shit.
He grew.
He's been on this shit for the last 400
neck in the preseason. Not him, right?
Nah, I think he's 6'9", bro. I don't know if he's 7 foot.
They might.
This nigga got dunked on by some white
talking
dude in
about-
the damn G League.
Everybody gets dunked on. Everybody gets dunked. Everybody gets dunked on.
But hang on, Thorne, that's the problem. They could literally run both of them at the same time. Caleb could play center too. Like they can run both of them.
Nah, you don't want Caleb at center.
What you gonna do with Buzelis? What you gonna do with What are you gonna do with Patrick Williams?
He literally plays. Hang on, Patrick Williams is literally somebody they trying to ship off, and Buzelis could play the three.
Yeah,
I've seen him play the three before.
Buzelis plays the 3, yeah. But he played better at the 4 because at the 3 he's not athletic enough to go to kill other 3s. So he's faster than 4s, and that's how he gets over. He's to the basket. I like Buzelis. I'm not slandering him in any way. I'm just saying that he plays better at the 4.
If you get Caleb though,
he a 3.
Play him at the.
He a 3. That's what I'm saying. He a 3.
Look on Basketball Reference and get back to me. He played power forward last year.
He's shorter than MPJ. He's skinny. Like he ain't no power forward, man.
He's a power forward. He don't go by me. Go by Basketball Reference. Basketball Reference goes by who he guarded. He guarded 4s last year.
So when they
I think they just put him there because I think he put him there because he was
Towns.
Huh?
When they play the Knicks, does he guard Towns?
It depends. Is Mitchell starting? Mitchell doesn't start anymore.
But Kaz not the 4.
He's guarding Anunoby.
Oh, hold on, wait. Regular season, they were starting Towns and Mitch, right?
But if they get Caleb though, but if they get Caleb though, they might start Buzelis at the 3 and put Caleb at the 4.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're gonna do.
And they're gonna put Noah at the 5. I'm letting y'all know now. They're not getting
Noah at the 5.
They're not putting Noah.
Noah or they put Noah at the 4. Caleb
Do you know if Noah Senge came to the Nets after the Nets draft anybody that they're gonna draft? Let's say they draft Acuff. Fucking Noah Senge is still younger than them.
Wow, that's crazy.
I know.
That's how he was.
I mean, dude hasn't done nothing in the league.
That means he has a lot of growing up to do. That means he's going to get a lot better from here.
Hold up, Pod. We ain't even proved that we can grow up players. We got 3 19-year-olds. You want to add another nigga to that?
You trying to
put
him
another
19-year-old?
Yeah.
And that's my problem.
You know how
put
many?
him in a box already. They drafted him to have him as a developmental piece that they got. They gonna
what the hell are we doing, bro? What are we teaching high school dropouts or some shit?
You're building a team that you can have together for 10 years.
Bro, like the last time the Nets were serious was when they started spending that guap and they got some nice niggas. You got one nice nigga right now. go get it 1-2.
This is year
nice
two.
nigga?
This is year
the nice
two of the
nigga?
rebuild, yo.
Yeah,
Like,
but
what are y'all?
Wait, who's the
You
nice
talk-
You wrong
nigga?
with y'all.
Wait, no, what?
Hold on. So the
This
nice
is
the
year
one that was
two of
breaking,
the rebuild,
the one that
bro.
was
Like,
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
what I'm
know
saying,
what.
bro.
Like, what are
Y'all
y'all?
gonna shit
Of
on
course, we
everybody,
gonna have a
bro.
bunch of 19-year-olds. Like, this is year two of the rebuild.
Exactly, but who's the nice nigga though? That's what I'm waiting for.
the NBA champion, the only NBA champion on the roster.
Let's talk about Michael. Let's talk about Curious
Man,
Mike.
come on, bro. We talking about the rookies, man. We not talking about Michael G.
Nigga, the
Listen,
rookie game, nobody,
Son,
nobody.
Michael
Listen,
Porter Jr.
Look, hold on. Let me
is a
Big role
salary
players.
dump.
Look, I understand niggas trying to rebuild. I'll be trying to be nice, but I mean, let's be clear. Nobody takes these rookies seriously. Nobody.
We don't take
Ain't
them
nobody take
seriously,
Michael
but
Porter
they
Jr.
pick them.
seriously, bro. Like, what the fuck?
And we definitely don't take Michael Porter Jr. seriously at all. Not even a little bit.
A year ago. Don't forget, he only admitted he quit playing basketball on his team because he didn't get All-Star nod. Who cares about All-Star nod? You want a ring. How about helping this team get better?
I'll be honest with you, bro. Like, what it's gonna take for this team to get better, bro, is a whole different philosophy, bro. Like, there's nobody in the coaching staff, and there's nobody in the front office that's doing whatever it takes to win. They want to win a certain way, bro, and that's the goddamn problem. Getting 4 19-year-olds up in here, bro, and they say, "Yo, we can just raise all of them from the ground
Niggas
up."
talking about 4 rookies
When we couldn't raise, when we couldn't raise,
That was not a weak draft, my boy. That was not a weak draft. Like, what do you seriously? When did you start watching basketball?
Remove Cooper Flag. What's the draft?
Maxime Renault was picked. Maxime Renault was picked in the second
Jeremiah
round.
Fears. I mean, come on.
There was a lot of players.
Dude on the Pelicans.
There's a lot of players.
No, hang on. I named other players.
This is one of the best drafts.
Y'all judging the draft. The draft literally just happened last year.
You know what I'm saying,
what
man?
these niggas
bro,
is
come on, bro.
These players didn't even get a full off season after they rookie.
Y'all niggas, these niggas ain't even get 7 years into their career, and y'all niggas saying this shit a weak draft.
It's an all-time draft. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I gotta agree with LM on that, bro. Y'all hasty right now. That's
you in line.
Eligible to drink yet, and y'all niggas
y'all niggas Flag's tough.
Yeah,
Cooper Flag's tough,
but he's
okay. So hold on.
That's why I said remove Cooper Flag.
Yeah, you still had Dylan Harper,
the reason
Conkanipple. Those guys were balling out through the season.
The reason why we called hold on. The reason why we called
Conkanipple didn't average
the
19 points.
reason why we call 2002 and 1998 or whatever fuck draft y'all niggas prefer. The reason why we call that shit the elite of the elite, that draft was awesome. It's because we watched these niggas grow and play. Like we giving them years, we giving them time to see what they've grown into. And for 2002, half of those fucking niggas is in the Hall of Fame. Now for the later half, you can say that shit was weak, cool. But for the majority of it, niggas think 2002 is one of the best drafts besides probably 1998. Other than that,
Maxime Renault. What are you talking about? Like, you got Maxime Renault in the second round. Hugo Gonzalez, 27. I'm
just saying, we ain't even see what these niggas are yet. They in year 2 of their careers.
Right now, if y'all haven't caught on right now, if y'all haven't caught on right now, MPJ's draft class has been running the league.
The players that's
MPJ
going
gotta
off.
wear. MPJ gotta wear one of those.
That's going off for other trash teams, bro.
If y'all haven't caught on, MPJ's draft class has been running the league recently. So
I'm just saying, for all we know,
Luka keeps being in MVP discussions.
For all we know,
NBA champion. MPJ NBA champion. Jaylen Brown NBA champion. Trae Young got to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Past tense, you talking about old shit.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, hang
Stop
on.
bringing up old shit.
Jaylen Brown. Hang on, Luka and Jaylen Brown weren't even in the same draft. So what are we talking about?
Jaylen Brown was 2016.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that nigga wasn't in that draft with him.
What, 2018?
Yeah,
2016, nigga. No, Jaylen Brown was 2016.
He was in 16, bro.
Jaylen Brown, the 3rd overall pick, and Luka, the 3rd overall pick. Like, come on, they weren't even the same draft class.
No. Luka was 2018. That he was MPJ, Luka, SGA.
You named Jaylen Brown.
But Jaylen Brown.
I was wrong about Jaylen Brown.
I don't know how you missed the fact that
remove
draft
Jaylen Brown.
is running the. You're saying that draft is running the league now. It wasn't running the league 3 years ago. You gotta let these young players develop and blossom.
Thank you.
Again, the small guard
was the Nuggets ring.
The small guard that just won the Finals MVP was a 6th man for 3 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Right now. That's what we're talking about right now.
And we don't want A-Cuff apparently. Like, okay,
that nigga was nice on Dallas though.
No, John. You have to build a team like that.
He was nice on Dallas, but hang on. I want to let y'all know. Every time I hear about y'all talk about y'all rookies, y'all talk about the same guys that said nobody averaged double figures or whatever. Jalen Brunson averaged double figures for year 3.
Nigga, I'm telling you now,
that.
Nolan Traore will never be
point.
Jalen Brunson.
Nah, that's a but still, that's valid.
Bro, he don't have to be Jalen Brunson.
He doesn't have to be Brunson.
What does he have?
He don't have to be Brunson. Hang on. You talk about Brunson now. Brunson
what does he have to be?
Niggas say he don't gotta be. He never will be Jalen Brunson.
What does he have to be?
His car.
That's what I'm about to say. What the fuck are you talking about?
He will never be
They have the same
I'm trying to
gameplay.
figure out.
Or a high level
Like
point guard.
that's how they used to talk
that's
about
how I
Jalen
expect.
Brunson. They used to say Jalen Brunson ain't never gonna be shit. He looked like a penguin. The nigga,
Exactly.
nobody thought he was gonna be anything, but he got in the right situation. They stayed calm. They failed 3 times in a row with Jalen Brunson.
Just
3 times.
hold
3
up.
times in a row. Y'all, you don't even want to let our rookies have a second year in the league. You talk about
That dude
Jalen
a
Brunson.
Brooklyn fan?
Nobody up in here want our rookies to have a second year in the league because we keep talking about these rookies that come out of this.
That's not true. That's not
You need them too.
Nobody up in here. I ain't hear nobody up in here talking about
These are niggas that's gonna be on the
these
team.
things supposed to make.
You niggas So what are y'all expectations? Hold on. So what are y'all expectations? Hold on. What are y'all expectations for the Flatbush 5 coming in for year 2?
Why are you acting like we didn't trade for our picks back? Like, of course we're gonna be the talk of the combo, nigga. This is what we did. After we picked these niggas, then we could.
But why we ain't talking about these niggas elevating? They on our team already.
Hold on, now, time out. Let me say this, bro. And again, this is the fact. Me and Leaf, the one that's saying this, talked about Yegor and Danny Wolf in his second year like 3 streams ago, bro. We just finished talking about this. How you even saying that?
That's what I'm saying.
3 streams ago, and then we go right back to talking about Darius
No,
A-Cup.
bro. But still,
Because that's how we gotta pick these niggas in 3-4 days.
Please. A-Cuff is
You don't understand about the draft, Lee.
A-Cup
Let me
is
tell you
better
about
than
the
everybody
draft,
on our
Lee.
roster. Goddamn, whatchamacallit is better. These niggas ain't even touched the NBA court yet, and they better than everybody on our roster. I'm so sick of hearing this bullshit.
That's because I've seen them play each other.
When you talking about in the NBA.
They're
when you talking about the skill set,
how you gonna say niggas who ain't in the NBA play in the NBA? That don't make no sense.
But
The only way to
do I
see
think
these
that
niggas
Darius A-Cup
get an
and
opinion.
MPJ are better than Igor and the rest of the Flatbush 5? Yeah, obviously.
Oh my god.
So would it be wrong if we had the #1 pick to say AJ DeBonsa is better than everybody on our team? No, I'm just saying because he didn't play in the league yet.
That's that right?
We don't have the number.
Yeah, like that logic don't make no sense.
It don't make sense. And who said we want guys off the team? We need an upgrade to help elevate these guys on the team. Leave. When we even said, "Oh, we get the cup, Jaco's gone, those guys are gone right away."
And me personally, John, I've been saying that Yegor is highly underrated this whole time. Every time we talk about a lot of the guys that we draft, I've just been saying that about Yegor, Danny Wolf. I said the coaches ain't helped them guys to do a lot of the stuff that they were built to do coming into the league. So I have personally been looking forward to seeing the growth between year 1 and year 2. just because Constantinople had a great rookie year, don't mean he's going to accelerate past a Jaeger or something like that. We got to see it play out. We made it to one season in which we were tanking, trying to lose games. So I don't know what we're supposed to get or how we're supposed to really evaluate these kids. It was a lot of time. I know Pod and me personally was talking about how these kids ain't getting the proper being on the court the right amount of time, playing enough.
Nigga, because they play like ass when they be on the court.
But you gotta let them play.
They gotta play.
Is he a Brooklyn fan?
You gotta play.
Nah. You know what be funny? I was actually tweeting this the other day. Hold on. Let me cook. I tweeted this the other day.
These people go crazy.
This isn't a merit-based organization. Y'all just think, oh yeah, the rookies. Let's allow them minutes, nigga.
Jordy was supposed to
Time out. Are we really holding these niggas responsible for?
Did they earn that?
These niggas responsible for playing on a team that's supposed to be tanking? Are we really holding them to that?
What?
Yo, the whole point.
Are we really holding?
The whole point of rookies is to get better, bro. Why do y'all take them playing like ass?
Nigga, I said no.
Say that and be like, yo, that's an excuse for these niggas.
Simple.
Like, no, they supposed to play through that shit, bro. You can't be
gotta
baby
play through it. That's the way you improve.
All these dudes got more minutes than Nikola Jokic rookie year. All of them.
And he wasn't that good either. That's the point you're not understanding. His rookie year, he was not that good.
And there's no pressure.
Get better through playing time.
There was no pressure.
Like,
there was no reason to play fucking Michael Porter Jr. 34 minutes a game.
A point guard pumping the ball up multiple times.
What was the other dude? Terrence Mann. Why the fuck was he starting over Drake Powell? And like that shit made no sense what they did last year. Because if they're
point guard turning the ball over is like a quarterback throwing pick sixes all the time.
The only way they're gonna get good is trial by fire. Play them, develop them. Make them better. That's their job.
That's not true either. That's not true.
If it's based off of that's cap too. Because if it's based off of improving,
this is not for you.
Yeah, if we talking about
they play basketball,
you send people to the G League where they have more time to develop, bro.
Y'all niggas think every player that reached the court gonna be LeBron.
If I was sent to the G League, I was sent to the G League and Terrence Mann stayed with the big team, I would tell my agent to get me off this motherfucking team as soon as possible.
I guess, man.
As soon as possible. If you send me,
who are these rookies? Who are these rookies?
But that's what I'm saying. I'm saying I don't feel like they served Nolan Traore well, or Drake Powell, or even Danny Wolf. Danny Wolf had
Terrence Mann has been in a Western Conference.
In the motherfucking
this nigga's been
he needed to be fucking
like, who are these rookies that you guys are
by
turnover machines?
So that he understands what it takes to survive in this league.
Y'all niggas be posting a Drake Powell dunk from practice. Be like, why can't he do this every?
Danny Wolf needs to play.
Can Drake Powell do what Chris LeBron? Yo, I think Chris LeBron's a bum. Can Drake Powell do what Chris LeBron does?
Wait, hold on. You're right. Hang on. Danny Wolf got to play. But my thing is, you completely forget about the 10th overall pick that was in the G League the entire year. It was getting terrible garbage minutes, and they still putting them for development. You're not going to throw people in the fire like that.
You want to overhype?
Are you talking about Noah Senge?
No, I'm talking about Kaman Maluach. He was the 10th overall pick for Phoenix, and they threw him in the G League.
Kaman is a completely different situation.
So now it's a different situation.
Yes, because Kaman
3 minutes in
learned how to
Brooklyn.
Play basketball.
3 minutes in Brooklyn. Come to Brooklyn.
That's a complete different. See, y'all think everything is always the same thing.
Oh, you 18? You want 30 minutes?
You're not gonna take like all the Nets did last year was just take away the Flatbush Five's confidence. That's all they did. Because
that's why
if
you
you
send them to the G League where they can have more time on ball and on pass.
if
You
I'm
learn
if
You
I
don't
go
learn
from
how to play in
if
the
I go
NBA
from
by
if I
being
go
in the
from
G League.
eating a
One
5-star
mic, y'all.
buffet.
One mic, y'all.
You
If I go
learn to play in the
if
NBA by
I'm
playing in the
go
NBA.
from
You're not
eating
getting
at a
your ass
5-star
beat in the
buffet and
NBA
living the
by
life of an NBA player, and then you send me down to the G League, the Nets cut a player because he said I'd rather be in the G League. They cut that nigga the next year, which they should have
My
done.
thing is we completely ignore some of the current NBA players today that do good that went to the G League. Pascal Siakam, he was one of the few people that went to the G League and
He
actually
went
came back and
7
developed.
games.
He went to the G. He was in the G League for majority of
But
his
you know,
career.
he's another one of those situations. He just learned to play ball. He, you know what I'm saying? It's basketball without borders, and Masai Ujiri fine. Like this is
That don't matter. You
listen.
drafted
It's a
high
different
schoolers. You drafted high
situation.
schoolers. They still gotta develop,
My
bro.
nigga, except for
But
Van,
these
except for
rookies,
Van,
It's a
hold
these
on,
different
except
rookies
for
situation.
these
You can't
rookies
do
that
that
we
with
got in the
Van
league right
with
now.
these kids.
except for
These kids are
Van
better
Fleet
than the
and
people that you
Pascal,
played in front of them.
except for Van Fleet
They're
and
better.
Pascal Siakam,
If
it's not a wide range
if
of
you're
niggas in
not
the
better
G
than
League,
Terrence Mann, then
like
what are we doing?
that got
Hang
good
on.
in the
Okay,
NBA.
okay. Hang on. Wait. Peyton Pritchard from Boston. He immediately went to the G League. They do the same shit.
That's
They send
Peyton
guys to the
Pritchard.
G League.
Peyton Pritchard is
Their starting
5'11".
center was a G
Peyton
leaguer.
Pritchard
Their
was not
starting
no.
center was a G leaguer.
And where Peyton
Who's
Pritchard
that?
come off?
What's his
He
name?
comes off the bench, but he was hang on.
You don't even know his name.
Whatever the fuck. Hang on. He was a G leaguer most of his career. Now he's
But
now
you
he's
don't know.
starting for it.
You don't know his name though.
He was a second round pick. I don't remember everybody's name.
That's right, because he's a G leaguer. That's
He
different.
starts now. He
I
starts
think
now.
Nolan
we
Traore.
doggone sit here and talk about the dumbest shit.
Nolan Traore is the
you said if
starting
you ain't
point
better
guard
than
for Team
Terrence Mann,
France.
something.
You
Hold
talking
on.
about a
These
completely
point guards are
different
so
thing right
ass.
now.
Terrence Mann was having to run point.
You're not talking. It's apples and oranges.
Stop about Terrence Mann.
Think about what you're saying.
The point guards are so ass. Terrence Mann was running point.
That's not because they was ass. That's not because they was ass though. That's because they wasn't getting the opportunities that they needed.
No,
If
because when
you
they got the
drag a
opportunity,
kid,
they couldn't bring the ball up the court. So they're like, "Yo, you bring the ball up, Terrence."
that's not that.
Yo,
That's
God bless Terrence Mann.
That is
Imagine
not what
going
was
from
happening.
playing with Chris Paul and James Harden as your point guard to Igor Demine and Nolan Traore.
Them niggas wasn't here.
You can bring vets to rookies. So what are you talking about?
like I said. We sitting here arguing about some shit that don't make no sense. The reason why that when you look at all these other teams, New Orleans played their young players. Washington played their young players. All these other teams, Utah, all these other teams were playing their young players. Only teams that was really was late picks that was teams was trying to win. Phoenix was trying to win. They thought they had a shot. I didn't agree with them, but they thought they had a shot to win big. So we talking about a team that's supposed to be developing young players. That's part of what tanking is. You get young players, you put them on a court, you let them grow through the pain. Shoot, if you talk about all-time great players in sports, Peyton Manning had like 38 picks his rookie year. They let him play through it. It ain't about the mistakes. You're supposed to let the kids play through the mistakes.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but how are you going to tank without a pick this year?
We have to make
We're not
taking this next year.
We're not. I was talking about last year.
We're not
True. My bad.
We have to make some additions, Summer. This is one thing I want to say about the 5 guys we drafted. They're connectors. They're not initiators. They're connectors. This draft is about getting an initiator so the connectors could do their job and you have some type of hierarchy.
I agree. I disagree with that, John. I think that we have initiators that we took, but we didn't. You didn't let them do what they good at. That's what I think. I think like from what I saw from Yegor and Euroball, from what I saw from Yegor at BYU, why was we not running PNR with him in class?
If you want to say
it's shit like that.
Priest,
I mean, the guy wasn't even attacking the basket. Like, what's he going to do in the pick and roll?
If you want to see
at least last season,
Priest, if you want to see Danny Wolf could be one of those initiators, I agree with you, but it's his position. The problem with the organization is they want everybody to play.
I wasn't talking about Danny. I was talking about what I've seen from Yegor. See, I wasn't mad at the Yegor pick because I had him going into the off season or going into the college season as a doggone top 4 pick. So his injury hurt his stock, of course, but so if we're going to allow people, how are we going to allow people to grow by sending them to the G League and doing all that stuff?
Why we have to send the G when there's nobody ahead of him? Like you tell me Terrence Mann is ahead of me on my development? Come on, that dude is Mr. Aquarium. He took the kids to an aquarium. That's what he's known for on the Brooklyn Nets, not being a good vet. And for what Mike Scotto said that this guy is so valued by us, come on, he's making $50 million on the book.
Terrence Mann is more valuable to a team trying to win because he can do the little things that the superstars don't want to do. When you're trying to develop young players, they need to play over Terrence Mann. And I like him as a player on the right team. If Terrence Mann was with OKC, he could get minutes because he'll do the things that Shea and them don't. He'll be another version of Lou Dort. On our team, he didn't. On our team, it didn't work. He shouldn't have been on our team.
Not playing 40 minutes a night. That was crazy to me. This guy played 40 minutes a night. It was so crazy.
I mean, but when you're talking about Yegor, and Nolan, and because them the only ones I was worried about for real was Yegor, Nolan, Dwight, and Danny Wolf for real. So why are we not getting those? Why is Noah Clowney getting a ton of minutes over Danny Wolf? You want to see what he can do. Danny Wolf is another creator that can create. I've seen him do it at Michigan.
It's just what is
he was the PNR decision maker at Michigan.
Priest, they drafted 3 pick and roll players and
didn't run no pick and roll.
That's because we don't have a censor. We have to get a censor.
That's not true. That's one of his things. That's
Jordy too.
One of the things that's not true. One of the things that Claxton and even Dayron are good at offensively for the most part is PNR diving. So that's not true.
Why do we see this? Claxton barely got to the rim at all. That was a huge problem.
Because we wasn't running pick and roll. We wasn't running pick and roll. That's why.
Didn't get any oops last year.
How many he got?
Hold on. Can I hear Big Priest and Podthorn talk about this pick and roll? Because I was on Twitter with Podthorn, and he was right. He pulled up the stat showing that we don't run a pick and roll. And what I'm saying is, I know, but Darius Acuff Jr. or Mikal Brown Jr. should run the pick and roll. And now my thing was, if they run in a pick and roll, we need to have a big to run the pick and roll with. Is that Claxton? If it's not Claxton, then who is it? You know what I mean? Like,
no, I think offensively that's one of Claxton's strengths.
Whoa! Let me just say this. Cam Thomas wasn't the point guard. Hold on, Cam Thomas wasn't the point guard, but Cam Thomas was always throwing picks to Claxton.
If you watch them try to back screen, they can't do it. It's terrible. So,
even if it's Dayron.
Yeah, Dayron. You would think Dayron would be a great pick setter. He's terrible.
But the problem is if we don't work on it, it looks like we don't work on it. You see what I'm saying?
They definitely don't work on it.
It looks like they don't work on it.
It's the Denver offense. It's run through Jokic. It's run through the center. He plays on the elbow. Slacks.
That's what our offense looked like. That's what our offense looked like. It was a lot of dribble handoff shit with Claxton and MPJ. No pick and roll stuff. None of that stuff.
One of the top handoff teams in the league.
Yeah, and all that shit gotta go. If you draft Darius Acuff and you don't run pick and roll, you just basically setting him up to be Scoot.
Because I believe that, and the good thing about Acuff is he can run the pick and roll. He can do everything that you want your point guard to do offensively.
Oh yeah,
but he can get his own shot in a way that I never really saw from Yegor, right? Because I never said Yegor was an on-ball shot creator that could just get his own shot in any situation. I never saw that from him. I saw him as a PNR point guard that can get in the middle and make decisions that helps your team. But we didn't use him to that capacity. But with Acuff, is no limit to what he can unlock your offense.
Yep.
If
They
you
would have to
run,
scrap the entire thing that they did last year and the year before. The thing that
ain't really
everybody
do
keeps saying
shit.
that
As far
Jordy's
as I'm concerned,
the offense that everybody keeps telling Jordy that he's a genius for running. Everybody's gonna have to come to Jesus and realize that shit will not work with Acuff. It will not. If he's the one, I think Mikael Brown Jr. is gonna be the draft pick. But if Acuff is the one, they gotta tear that whole thing down and
you
build
like
it
Brown
behind.
better than Acuff?
I like Brown better because I know the Nets are gonna draft him. I'm not even gonna let myself get disappointed. I just know the Nets want to shoot 63s a game, and they want to if you're gonna dribble drive,
If
they
you're
want you to get
picking,
all the
who
way
you
to the
taking?
basket. Huh?
That's basically what I'm asking. If you're
Oh,
picking, who are you taking?
if I'm picking, I'm taking Acuff.
Okay. All right.
But I don't like that because we're not getting Acuff. I'm loving Mikael Brown. I love him. That's all I got left, Priest. You can't take that away from me.
That's why I'm saying I hope the Clippers take him, so don't leave him no choice. Just make it.
Yo, I'll be honest
The
though.
Clippers
Look,
are either gonna trade with Sacramento because Sacramento don't want
If
no
the
hanky panky.
if the Clippers trade with Sacramento, Acuff ain't gonna be there anyway.
Yeah,
Because I
Acuff's
believe
not gonna
that's
be
the
there.
pick. I
And
believe
then the
that's
Nets
the
get
pick if
Mikael.
Sacramento's on.
That's exactly why I don't
And
like
then
the
the Nets, I
draft,
don't
bro.
think
Because
if
as soon as we get
Acuff
one
fell to the
spot, niggas is
Nets,
stuck
I
on
don't think
one
they take
player.
him. I think they trade down.
look, there was a report that came out,
No,
and I don't know how
I'm
true it
not
is, but
stuck
it
on
said
one
that.
player. But if Acuff is there, that's the player I want. I'm not
Look,
stuck on one player. I think
look,
Acuff at that point of the draft would be the best available player. Period.
look. There's a report that
And the
came out.
sad thing is, Acuff is going to look like a superstar early. Look at this. Look how he's built. He's built for the
Yep.
NBA already.
Yep.
Look at the way he gets his buckets. He's
Everybody
gonna
talk about defense, but they don't. Man, this kid.
no, Priest. You can't skip over the defense. The defense has to be a part of the evaluation. You play defense 50%
No,
of the
I
game.
know, I know that, but I think a lot of his defense, well, especially down the stretch, was because of that ankle. So I don't know.
Nah.
I think I know
He was like that
he
in high
has to
school.
improve. I know he has to improve defensively, but I
Yeah.
don't agree with the fact that people say
Priest,
that he can't improve
why do you think he didn't start on Team USA?
because of the defense.
Because of the defense.
I'm aware of that.
The last time he played
And
Team USA,
he
was
wasn't
the
just a
MVP.
bad defender in high school. He is the very worst defender in this draft.
Well, hold
That has
on.
to be a part of the evaluation. I love him. Don't get me wrong. I love him. I'm not getting my hopes up though. Like
the last
if I
time
know
Acuff
how
played Team
we
USA,
know what
he was the
Sean Marks
MVP.
like.
He
He's
ain't
been
come
here
off no
10
bench.
years plus. We know what Jordy's like. This is his third year, and I don't think there's any way they're gonna give away the kid or they're gonna let the kid that shot 15 threes per 100 possession shoot 7.5 a game. Is 60% at the rim and shoots 85% from the free throw line. You shoot 85% from the free throw line in college, you're gonna be a good shooter in the NBA. That's just what it is. Like so, I think knowing them, that's who they take for those reasons.
I ain't gonna lie, that nigga shot like 3 for 14, I think, against Acuff.
And I don't give a shit about what nigga shot in college.
Didn't he get 22?
Nah, I think he did.
I mean, you
I
have
think he
to
got
evaluate. You have to evaluate the player based off of which levels they played at. You can't evaluate a player based on NBA when they haven't played in the NBA yet. You can't evaluate any of these kids, the Bonsa, Boozer, Caleb, Peterson. You can't.
You got to
you
give
can't
an evaluation to
evaluate.
draft them though. To draft the player.
No, but what I'm saying, you're evaluating them. You're evaluating them based off of what how you've seen them play.
From the workout,
Right.
bro. Like that's what the
all you
evaluation
got.
comes from.
You can't.
But you can't just talk about the workout. You can't just if they see. You know why Jokic went in the second round? Because they evaluated him on the workout.
No.
You can't just evaluate players. You look at the film too. You got to look at the film.
Let me tell you where my evaluation comes from. The number one point guard in the country was Darius Acuff.
Yes.
He played Mikael Brown's high school team. I remember. I know Acuff was at Prolific Prep, I believe, or IMG. One of vice versa, one of the two. So it's stacked teams, all blue chippers on these teams, and it's them two versus each other. They played. I think Mikael got the best of the matchup, but Darius' team won. But the way they played the next week, Mikael got Team USA, and if you watched him at Team USA, you know he was the MVP of that series. He took command of that team. He was the floor general.
You're talking about Mikael Brown?
Mikael Brown.
You talking about Acuff won
he
MVP
doesn't
over
get
him?
Team USA because Mikael Brown last year, nobody knew he was gonna grow to this size. He was small. He wasn't even considered. Only person that was less considered than him was Keaton Vogler. Acuff, everybody known about Acuff since junior high school. Matter of fact, he looked better in junior high school. Like, that's how much of a beast he was.
Acuff did rise to the rankings though. But to be fair, he wasn't projected. I feel like he was going to be a lottery pick, but no one expected him to be taken at 6 or 5.
He was ranked number 1. He was the number 1 ranked guard, even when he was in his junior year. It wasn't until he went through like a period where he played all the top 5 players, and he didn't look the best amongst them. He rose up
in my rankings because going into this draft, it was definitely AJ. Yeah, but it was AJ. It was supposed to be AJ, Darren Peterson, the big 3, whatever the case may be, and then I had Nate Ament, and then I believe after Nate, it was Caleb. So that was my top 5 going into college, and possibly who I thought would be taken.
You didn't have Cam Boozer in the top 3?
Yeah, I said the top 3. Like the when I count the 3, I mean the trio, like Peterson, Boozer, AJ. Like that was to me solidified. Okay. But Nate Ament and Caleb was my 4 and 5. Like before college season. Like I was like, yeah, these guys is gonna be the top 5, and then whoever's at 6 and 7, you know, we're gonna have to.
Well, Nate Ament been dropped in your
yeah, he definitely dropped.
Yeah, he shot 40% at the rim. You shoot 38% at the rim, you can't get pick 6. You can't.
Nope.
You can't be supposedly a low post player and you shot 40% at the rim. It just.
But if you traded to get him
at the rim, who did this?
Yeah, no. If you really like him.
Wait, who did this?
And you think that could be a pick? Yeah, Nate Ament. You trade for him. You take that. You take that Jimmy Butler contract. You shake something.
I don't
loose.
think you get him at 6, but if you talking with Golden State,
my thing is that.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I think the best thing would be to try to move up to 4, because I think if you move up to 4, you can kind of
Chicago not trading.
I know.
I don't think Chicago.
I don't think it's possible,
Chicago
bro.
They like NBA people talking stupid now about Caleb. It's not stupid if he does it, but they saying that he's Garnett. Like that's like the agreed upon basketball intelligence.
Caleb Wilson?
Garnett. Caleb. I don't think it's a lot, but Caleb is good. They see him like that.
Caleb's
there's no way.
They are severely underrating Cam Boozer, in my opinion. There's no I'm not taking Darren Peterson over Cam Boozer.
Y'all saying Garnett is his
I don't think they are. I think the top 3 goes like this. Remember I said it, LM. I think the number 1 overall pick is Darren Peterson. I think the Wiz are gonna let Trae Young go and draft Darren Peterson. I think the number two overall pick is Cam Boozer. His father's working over there. I know it was supposed to be a fairy tale thing. Utah has been paying AJ DeBanza a long time, but I think something pushes them to go in that direction. Even and they have a power for it. They have Laurie marketing. I think they're trading Laurie, and I think they're gonna take him.
So hold on.
The next one
You think
AJ go third?
Peterson number one, Boozer number
Memphis
two.
gets AJ, Chicago gets Caleb.
Wow. Wait, so you think they're gonna push Jaren
The
to
fifth pick is, I believe that what you call it will trade up and get Acuff at 5 right there. Sacramento, and then the Nets at 6 will take MBJ, and Chicago. I mean, not Chicago. Who's at 5th? The Clippers take as at 7 now. They take Vogler down there.
Oh, you think there's gonna be a swap
They
between
like
7 and
Burries
5?
too. So Vogler or Burries for the Clippers at 7.
You think it's gonna be a swap between 7 and 5? You really think
the
that
Clippers
Clippers going to the Kings?
With Sacramento on draft day, so that Sacramento could get up there and get Acuff.
Wow.
I don't think that. I think it all depends on what the Clippers are going to do with Kawhi. If the Clippers are going to move off Kawhi, I don't think they're going to move off number 5.
Shot it down. Ballmer shot down any trading of Kawhi. He loves Kawhi. He said no.
I understand that, but it's still a lot of people say a lot of stuff.
No, but that's the owner of the team. Like he's the owner of the team. He pays Kawhi under the table. Like you know, this is a different relationship. That like he starts company, gives them money so that they could pay Kawhi. Like, listen, it's a different relationship.
And the issue is, I don't know if Sacramento gets that pick, because we heard that if they're going to keep Kawhi, they're going to be involved in the Giannis talks and the Jaylen Brown talks and all these things. So that pick might go, that pick might go to Milwaukee in some kind of 3-team deal involving Giannis and Jaylen Brown.
Milwaukee looked at Michael Brown, went to Michael Brown's crib too. They might. That's possible. That's
what I've kind of been hearing, because I got a homeboy that got a couple connections especially with the Clippers. So that's what I've been hearing, that they are going to, if they get involved in that Jaylen Brown thing, as far as the Clippers or the Giannis Antetokounmpo thing, because if you're saying he's gonna keep Kawhi, then he's gonna try to put a team around him to win next year.
Yeah, he's keeping Kawhi.
So that 5 pick might be Milwaukee. And if you're saying that they visited with Michael Brown, they're not visiting with Michael Brown for the number 10 pick they got.
What 10 pick?
What pick Milwaukee got? The 9 or 10 pick? Michael Brown ain't gonna be there for their pick. Basically, what I'm saying. No. So if they're visiting with him, that's because they're looking at some other stuff. So draft day we got to pay attention, because it can be a whole lot of movement.
Oh yeah,
right there on draft day.
I think that Sacramento's not gonna play no games. They're gonna get their guy. They're gonna trade up to 5 and get him there. Nets are gonna take MBJ. I think the Nets have been confident they could take MBJ for a while. They're trying to trade for something else. I don't know what they're gonna get. I don't know if they're gonna take on that Jimmy Butler money or what, but I believe they're gonna get another pick. That's what makes this draft. If you just draft you all right, Leaf?
Yeah. I'm just listening. Go ahead.
Yeah, if they draft Mikal, that's not a good draft. That's easy. You draft Mikal, you draft Acuff, you draft, somebody in that area. You didn't have a good draft. The Nets have to trade.
I think Acuff is a home run though. That's just
Nah,
what I think.
they have to get if they get Acuff, they got to get a big to play with him.
So you saying
You don't think it's the
basically
same with Mikal too? Like
It's not a good
that's what I
draft.
feel.
It's a C, no matter what they do with that first pick.
all right, so basically we at 6. That means we got to get something between 9 and what
12.
and then that's gonna be what, Mara?
That's what I want. That's what I would get.
Think Mara's
Getting I said this on Twitter. Getting Mara is like drafting a left tackle. It's not exciting.
If we moving up, I want the other kid from Michigan, not Mar.
You want Yaxel?
Morez Johnson.
No.
Huh?
You want Yaxel or Morez?
I can't pronounce the dude's last name. That's why it's like Lundenberger or
that's Yaxel.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. What y'all think about the Sunken City?
He's old. He's older than Clowney. He's 24 years old.
Hold on, what y'all think about Sunken City Clips comment? He said Clippers
you can't
want
draft
Mikal
a player
Blount
with a
Jr.
mortgage, man. They got to get their mortgage after their contract.
Python,
NBA contract.
Python, what you think about his comment right
He's
here?
gonna be good though, but he got to go to like. He got to go to.
I don't think they're gonna get. I don't think
Clippers is ready to win team now.
I think Clippers feel Wagler more so than Mikal. I'm not sure.
I don't see that for the Nets.
Yo, Python, can you hear us?
I wish Sean Moss cared about.
Yo, Pod, can you hear us? Can you hear anybody else?
I hear you.
So you think?
Although you gotta refresh.
You think Mara or Johnson is better than Yaxel? Oh,
I mean, Yaxel's 23, so
I get that, but he was like 6'11". I like Yaxel. I ain't gonna hold you.
I like Yaxel too. I just don't think the Nets trade back in to get him. They're probably looking at either Kareem Lopez or Nate Ament if they do trade back in the draft, which I don't know.
Because I'm saying Mara gonna go in the
I think Mara's taken before 11.
Mara's taken. I think Atlanta takes him at 9 or 8. Is it 8 or 9?
And you said the only reason you don't like Yaxel is because of his age.
I saw your best upside in college. That doesn't fit for me. I want to feel like you could grow. I want to feel like you're going to add on to what you already have. He's too level with college players to make me feel like he's gonna be great in the pros.
Yaxel will fit like a OKC. I feel.
That'd be a great place for him.
Where guys is already solidified, he can just go in and just.
But OKC actually likes Johnson. That's the thing.
I heard
OKC. I mean, they got their pick of the. They can get either one at that pick. I don't think
the only way they take Mara, number one, I don't think he'll be there. But the only way they would take Mara is if they were getting off of
Hartenstein.
Yeah.
I think they take Mara regardless.
No, they don't take Mara. They don't take Mara regardless. They don't take Mara regardless. No, if they keep it Hartenstein, they need another wing.
But they redshirting so many niggas as it is, bro. You gotta remember they got Thomas Sorber redshirted. They got Topic redshirted. They got a bunch of niggas that they redshirting already.
No, but they need another wing. Their wings are very small. When you talking about Lou Dort and J Dub,
they're not gonna get a wing on this draft.
They ain't gonna get a wing in this draft unless they gonna get Koa Pete.
They can get Cam Carr at 12.
He's not really a wing.
That's why I said they were connected. They were connected to Morris Johnson.
They were connected to Morris Johnson.
Cameron Carr's a 2, bro.
Do you consider Dwayne Wade a wing?
No, Dwayne Wade's a 2
he's a guard.
He's a 2 guard.
He's taller than Wade though, but he's 6'7" with like a 7-foot wingspan. They basically do the same shit with Jalen Williams.
I think he's 6'5".
Nah, he's taller than that. He's taller than that. He's 6'7".
Let me look it
They
up.
do the same shit with James.
Y'all not listening. Y'all not listening. They like Morris Johnson Jr. a lot.
Okay,
They
do.
like him a lot.
I just don't see where he fit. Like in terms of like, I mean, are you going? I mean, I guess he come off the bench, but realistically,
He is
they
sophomore.
probably
He what 21 or 20. They like the kid a lot, and they need more wing depth. That's why I said if they're keeping Hartenstein, I think they go in that direction because they can fit him right in.
They're
They
not
need
keeping
somebody with
Hartenstein.
toughness. They need somebody with toughness because Chet showed us a severe lack of toughness, and that's one thing Morris
Priest,
is.
if Hartenstein doesn't take his option and goes free agent, they're not re-signing him. They'll activate Sorber. They'll bring in a vet. They're not re-signing Hartenstein.
They were looking at Giannis too. All these teams looking at Giannis is crazy.
It's not. I want to see something really happen before.
They said.
I think Miami would do it.
Well, Giannis, I thought said he wanted to stay in the East. I saw Giannis say he wanted to stay in the East, but we had to just.
He said that.
He want to get moved, but they say he was going to get moved before the draft, so we gonna see. Because
it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be on draft night.
I don't think Boston is gonna get him though. I think Jaylen Brown get moved.
That all depends. That all depends. It's not gonna be because it won't be a Jaylen Brown for Giannis thing because they would what you call it? There would be another team involved. So Jaylen Brown will get routed somewhere else. So really, Milwaukee can really make out like bandits in that deal if they play it right.
Yeah, but they want to get higher in this draft. I don't see where they do that.
They're not getting higher than.
They're not getting higher than where they are.
Yeah, like they're not getting higher than 7 at all.
Okay, so number 1 is the Wizards.
2 is Utah. 3 is Memphis. 4 is Chicago. 5 is the Clippers.
They would be able. You know the crazy thing? They would be able to get 2 probably, but Danny Ainge would own them for the next 10 years.
Basically.
So it probably wouldn't be worth it.
Danny Ainge,
that's what they don't want.
Danny Ainge doesn't trade for Giannis types.
No, I know that. I said, but I think any team. No, what I'm saying is, I think I wasn't being clear enough. I think any team can get up to 2, but Danny Ainge would own your whole life.
Yeah,
like for the next 10, 12 years. Like, if you want to, right? Because he don't mind passing up on a prospect. He don't mind passing up on a prospect if I can own your future, like he did with us.
Yeah. No, but he didn't even do that with us. What he did with us was even more diabolical. We took a play. He knew the players were finished, and he waited until he took all that was good left in these players, and then shipped them to us.
That's why for a young player like this, if you want number 2, he's gonna own you for the next 10 years. I mean, like it's gonna be nasty work. Utah gonna own whatever.
Let's say the conversation was entertained. I'm not saying it is, but let's say it was. He's like, yo, Sean, they've been fucking y'all over for the past 2 lotteries. I'll throw you a bone. Like you can get your guy here. What do you think it will cost? What do you think you even asked for? Like
it'll probably be. I'm gonna be honest. It'll be like 4. It's gonna be like 4 firsts, 4 pick swaps. He gonna own you for a minute. Like
you're not gonna see life for the decade.
Are you trading away all of our firsts? For who?
No, it's the amount of first. There's not really whether it be ours or it's just the amount of first that you would have to give, and they would have to all be unprotected.
Would you give up? There
you go.
Would you give up all the Knicks picks?
Yeah,
all the Knicks first.
If I could have the Banser.
Oh, for the Banser? Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. What you thought me and Priest was talking about?
Oh no, I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure
y'all
because I
niggas
heard
is talking some
all
Barry
perks.
Bond shit, bro. Like that's.
I mean, they
That's
pretty
what I'm
much.
talking
To be fair, I don't disagree because them shits pretty much
Niggas,
might be useless anyway.
niggas is talking some Barry
So I
Bond
I
Hall of
mean,
Fame.
ain't even. The whole problem I would have is if we traded for him. Then once his rookie deal was over, he asked to leave. That would be my only issue with it. But
Exactly.
if we got him, hey, I
Got
ain't
him. You
even.
got 3 years to make that nigga happy.
No, he would love it. He would love it,
Why
and
would
it
he
would
love it?
because it would have nothing to do with basketball. It's just,
And him and Yegor talked about playing together.
it's
Nobody even
just,
talked about that.
yeah,
Him and
like
Yegor was
Garrett's
talking about playing
if
together.
Brooklyn was number one
Nigga
on
said
that
him
draft
and
lottery
Yegor.
night, they flashed the AJ DeBonster.
yeah.
If Brooklyn was number one on that lottery night, you know the smile that nigga would have had on his face? Like, yo, word? I'm in
Yeah.
New York? Especially after these tangerine ass niggas won the chip.
Yo,
I'm
his
sure these niggas would
father.
have been like,
Y'all don't
yo.
understand. Y'all don't understand. Y'all think that y'all don't. Yeah, man, these players have relationships. And Yegor and AJ got a relationship. Well, how else will Yegor be talking to him about where he's playing? And this is before the lottery, of course. So he's like, "Yo, we
Diego
get number
works out
one."
at BYU. They worked out last year together. They worked out
Yeah,
last year together. They work out. They're
yeah,
gonna work out this summer together. It's a BYU relationship. That's
yeah.
Yep.
It's
yeah.
a
No, that's pretty simple and plain.
BYU
I mean,
It's
relationship.
just
if Darren
again, we
Peterson
can't
is
get
one
him.
though, that means AJ gonna win.
You
Exactly.
can't get him. But somebody asked Yegor at the Steve Nash soccer event. They asked Yegor, what if he liked Mikael Brown. He said, yeah. He was like, that'd be perfect. We shooting everybody. We shooting lights out.
Man,
Oh
I don't want to
what?
see. That's
That's a
my
fact.
issue. That's my issue, Pride. I think we shoot way too many goddamn threes. I'm
Oh,
tired of all this shot
they,
jacking bullshit. You
they
know,
get
I
Mikael. It's
hate
gonna
it.
be the worst. It's gonna be the
I
motherfucking worst.
I hate
That's
it, bro.
They're
and I
gonna
like
shoot
I
so
hate
many
it.
Mikael,
threes.
and I like Mikael, but I wish
We
they
ain't
If they
played
have
finna
Mikael
run.
MPJ
We
more.
on the
ain't finna
team,
run. We ain't finna run no pick and rolls. We ain't finna do
leave,
none of that shit. It's
leave.
finna
If
come
they
on,
gonna
bro.
cross the half court line and shoot it. If they have
That's
MPJ on the
crazy.
team, if the team is MPJ, Yegor, and Mikael Brown Jr.,
Bombs
Mikael is
away.
shooting 15 threes a game.
Bombs away.
What is Yegor gonna do? Those
I
three
That
by
feel
themselves gonna give you 35 threes shots
bombs
a
away.
game.
So we
Hey,
gotta change from
my
4 to
thing is
5. We
with
gotta
my
get them
change
thing
from
is
bitches
4
with
to
up.
5 if we
Mikael.
do that.
My thing is with Mikael.
They
He said
definitely have to
like
change the 4
on
to
the
5. But
Kevin O'Connor interview, he was
The
Sean
like,
4 and the
Marks, I
yo,
5
think
ain't
I
gonna
don't know what it
change
is. They
because
like Claxton, yo. They really think Claxton could do it.
they
And I
don't
don't
like
think
Claxton,
so.
my
I
nigga. They
think you
like
gotta get Hartenstein. I think you gotta draft,
nigga said Hartenstein.
bigs.
you know what's funny?
They saying Quentin's
Mikael was
gonna
on
fall to the
the
20s. They saying his medicals didn't look good.
Mikael was on the interview and he
And he's
was
gonna
saying
fall to the
like
20s. I would go get Quentin's too.
Mikael was on the interview and he was like, yo, I think Kevin O'Connor asked him, he was like, yo, like what move do you wish you could steal from anybody in the league? He was
If
like,
niggas don't
I
get
was
off this Hartenstein
still
shit,
Shay's
bro,
shoulder bump. Like
I swear to
I like
God.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander's shoulder bump. What
To
he
be
do,
fair,
there.
I would
Like
rather have Hartenstein than Zion. At least I know he a professional and he gonna show up to play every day.
Bro,
I
he gonna
don't
show up
know.
for a shit ass goddamn team, bro. Hartenstein ain't pushing the envelope for us, bro. I'm
Even if
sorry.
you do
Neither is
Mikael,
Zion.
can you switch it up? Like have
Okay, we'll
Mikael go
never
to
know
the
now.
big or like
I
something.
don't think
Like
Cause
I don't
niggas is
think
vetoing the trade.
I
Zion
don't
is out
think
here. Zion is playing for a new contract, bro. Like I got every inclination that he at least gonna give us like this. Like he at least gonna give us a year and a
but there ain't no
half.
proof of that. But there ain't no proof of that. That's the problem I have. It ain't no proof that he's gonna show up to work and do the right thing. It ain't no proof of that. I have proof that Hartenstein is gonna show up to work every day and do the right things and contribute to winning. He's not no superstar, but he's a winning basketball player. Winning ain't always about superstars.
Hartenstein could teach
Hartenstein is a
these
role
kids,
player.
but he's a role player. But that's what you want. You don't want a vet that's gonna take the shine from the kids, right? If you bringing in new young superstars that you want them to take over, you want a veteran who has actually won, who has actually lifted the trophy, and who could tell them what has to be done and how you got to act and how you got to behave, and we'll go out there
How
and go
much
to
y'all
war
think
with you.
Hartenstein gonna cost?
He might ask for the bag. We got cap.
I'm waiting for somebody to say something silly.
He's not a max player because he don't got no awards.
Right, Lee.
He's not a max player.
If he would have won in a
got an NBA
championship this year,
How
if
much
he would
y'all
have got
think
to
he
the
looking for?
yeah, but still, he didn't get past this year. Like you know what I mean? Like he got to negotiate with us somewhat. You know what I mean? We can't just be clean in the bank. Yeah. We just gonna ask for whatever he want, and we just supposed to be like, oh, all right, you can have whatever you want. Nah, we gotta
it's about what he qualifies for. He didn't make an All-NBA team. He didn't make an All-Star team. So is only a certain amount that he's even able to get.
Facts.
He's not a max player.
What MPJ getting right now?
40 mil, right?
41.
If y'all think that nigga gonna accept anything less than 35 when his last year his
No, you
contract
gotta
is
trade
28.
him. You gotta trade him.
You gotta trade him. All right.
And who we
Get
trading him
Hartenstein,
to?
man. Like, our niggas.
And who we trading him to?
I used to like Zion. I used to like the Zion to Brooklyn idea, but I just seen too much examples of this dude not being about basketball, and that's
He had a good year last year.
I just don't trust him. That's all it is.
About basketball,
he actually
that nigga
played
can barely
last year,
play.
but like I mean, I don't know what else to tell. Listen,
When's the last time
I don't
Zion
know
gave
what
us
else to
70
tell
games,
niggas, man.
yo?
Niggas want Hartenstein. Niggas want motherfucking role players that's looking for 30 mil, bro. When they getting 28 on the team that they on.
Zion
Like, this shit is
barely
crazy.
played 70 games.
I don't know what else to tell niggas, man.
Listen,
I look at people. I look at people's history. I look at people's history though, and I don't trust Zion to make decisions that will help you win basketball games. And that could just be me. That could just be me. Exactly. Zion in New York City is a wild boy. Wild boy.
Yo.
Zion gonna be with Cardi B and them, man. Nah, bro.
The food alone. Could you imagine, like you come like New Orleans got great food. Don't get me wrong, but
yeah, they do. It's different though. It's different than New York.
There's good New Orleans foods. In New York, there's good everything food. There's if you miss New Orleans, there's a couple restaurants uptown that you can go to. There's whatever you want, you can get it here. And I don't know. I think he's older. He's more disciplined now. He might be all right to take a risk on because
Nigga
you're not
gonna turn
gonna pay
into
nothing.
like a dark skinned Kirby or some shit. Yo, I don't think we need to. I
tell you, and I know it don't, and I know it don't fit.
I'm not
I know it don't fit.
I'm not
I know
negotiating
it don't
with
fit,
no
but
nigga.
I'm like more willing to take a risk on Ja Morant, and I know it don't fit because we're gonna take a guard. I'll be more willing to take a risk on Ja Morant than Zion Williams. And this dude is NBA YoungBoy 2.0 type
Exactly.
shit. So
they both wild boys though. Like
I've seen Ja contribute to winning, and I've seen Ja lead a team to the playoffs in the Western Conference, regardless of how it looked.
But just imagine what's going on behind the scenes to let Memphis let him go. He was such a popular player. Like he has to be a head case. Like what?
I know.
Like
I feel like the same thing with Zion too.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think neither one of them
at all.
I think Zion's different. Zion's almost like the opposite. He's hurting himself.
Exactly. That's a head case though. If you're hurting yourself,
you eating yourself out of the league. You fucking yourself out of the league.
So hold on, how y'all feel about Beef Stew? He been the chat been talking about Beef Stew. So Isaiah Stewart, how y'all feel about him on the team?
I'll take him too. The Nets need toughness.
I like Isaiah Stewart. I like Isaiah Stewart. I like what's the other kid? Nas Reed that you brought up before. I like Nas Reed.
Love Nas Reed.
Nas Reed, he from Jersey. He from Jersey.
And the crazy thing about Nas Reed, since I just brought him up, he could be an all-star in the East. This dude could average 20 and 10 if he's given us shot attempts. Period.
If we trade MPJ, we gotta go get him. He'd be another good vet.
Zion only got 2 years left on his contract. He ain't got no extension in sight.
Perfect.
He ain't got no extension in sight, man. Listen, I don't give a shit if that fat nigga is eating Cheese Whiz and messing with big booty hoes left and right. Man.
You should care though, because it affects your team.
Look, at this point, bro, I done seen mild-mannered niggas, bro, like lose 60 games, bro. Like,
you know what I'm saying? I was just about to say that shit. Niggas is complaining about shit that happened on our team. When it's everybody else's team,
can't be no worse than what we produced already.
But niggas want that on Brooklyn?
Yeah,
bro.
Does anybody
you realize we couldn't deal with the Kyrie situation. This front office, this owner couldn't deal with the Kyrie situation, but you want to do the Zion shit. And Kyrie was showing up, well, sort of showing up the work, sort of.
Please forget about that. That's in the past. What about your boy Austin Reeves? You want him?
No.
Who wants to give Austin Reeves $174 million?
If you talking about taking shots away, if you talk about taking shots away from young players, if you bring Austin Reeves in there, the offense is going to revolve around him.
Look, niggas is talking about bringing Mikal and A-Cup here, and niggas and even if you get one of them niggas, the nigga that we want at the
gonna be disgusting.
The person we want at the 2 is Jaeger. Cool. Why bring a Austin Reeves nigga over here that's going to stop his development? Because you're going to have to start him.
And then clog up the cap. Then you've clogged up your cap. You can't use the cap to get assets anymore. Like Nets fans,
he fits more on a team like say Milwaukee was keeping Giannis. He would fit over there because he would give them another offensive option.
Do Detroit got cap? They need a scorer.
They do.
Detroit actually would work too because they have defenders that they can put around them.
Yeah, they need a nigga in the half court.
They trying to get Hero though. I think that's dumb, but they trying to get Hero.
I think Reeves is better than Tyler Hero. If we just talking player for player, I think Austin Reeves is better. I've seen Austin Reeves in the Western Conference. Shit to me. I know neither one of them play defense. I think he's a more efficient player, and Austin Reeves has a better skill set to get into the free throw line. So
I think you can do that when one of them plays with LeBron and Luka, and the other one
doesn't.
I mean, he played with Bam 83 IO.
I know, but it's not the
same shit.
It's not the threat.
You know, I guarantee you, he come to the Nets, bro. Them free throw attempts is going to plummet real quick.
Real quick.
I disagree. I think it won't be the same amount. So you're
like you think.
So it's not going to be the same amount, but he'll still be like 8 free throws a game at least.
8? Hell no.
He know how to get the ref whistle. That's a skill. It doesn't matter. It don't matter who you play. If you know how to get the whistle, you know how to get the whistle. So 8, I think, is the bare minimum.
I give him 4 in LA or best, Detroit. Bro. Like if he come here, I don't want him. I don't want him. So I don't want him neither, bro. He only got 8 free throws a game because he played with LeBron and the Lakers.
No, he was getting more than that, but that's not just because of that. Because if you know how to draw the whistle in the regular season, you're gonna get free throw attempts. If you know how to draw a whistle, you're gonna get the whistle. They call the game in the playoffs. Yeah, we wouldn't get those same calls, but he knows how to get to the free throw line.
On the Nets, he those calls,
huh?
The Nets don't even get no respect on the whistle. I doubt it if Austin Reeves is going to change that.
Nobody on our team
Austin Reeves know how to get to the free throw line. I don't know what I mean. It's not. He know how to get to the free throw line. I don't agree with how he get there a lot of the time, but he know how to get there. I mean,
that's what we need. We need niggas on his team that know how to get to the paint.
I think half of that is because he played with LA.
I don't think it
And
got to
that's
be
what I'm
Austin
saying.
Reeves
Ain't
though.
nobody
But
convincing me different.
no, it's because of how he sells calls. That's the biggest. It's because of how he sells calls.
If he try to sell them calls and he not in a Laker jersey, bro, like he ain't getting them.
That's not true though, because we've seen players
Well, we
that get to the free throw line.
we gonna find out then. We gonna find out because he want to be on another team. He probably gonna be on another team, bro. Like he get a contract. We gonna see if that nigga get to the free throw line 8 times. That's what we gonna see.
Because we saw it with Harden, we saw it with a lot of these players when they go. It's just that ability. We saw it with Trae Young. He played for Atlanta and got a ton of free throws. It ain't about if you know how to manipulate the refs and get to the free throw line. It doesn't matter where you play it. That's just a skill. It's a skill.
I know exactly what you talking about. Trae Young and James Harden got patched after 2021. They stopped calling them bullshit fouls for them niggas, so they started jacking up
No,
more
when
shots
Trae
away
Young
from the
was still
basket.
on, when Trae Young was still on, when he was still healthy, he was still getting 7-8 free throws a game. He was still getting. And now we don't have to like it, but that's just what it was. He was still getting a good amount of free throws. Now, will he get more if he played for OKC or the Lakers? Sure, but that's not my point. My point is he still get to the free throw line a good bit. So if you go from 9 to 7.5, you still getting to the free throw line a lot. Is that not true? So if you go down a couple, you still getting a whole bunch of free throws. The league leader was like what 10? So it ain't just because of the jersey. Because LeBron wasn't even getting to the free throw line like Austin Reeves.
I don't know. I think Austin Reeves is okay.
I don't want him on the team. I ain't even trying to. I don't want him on the team. I'm just saying that is a skill that people develop, and he has developed the skill of getting to the free throw line. I mean, I don't want him on the team, so we can. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we don't need
what
to.
the next year is going to look like for this roster. Like the draft, I don't know who we're gonna get Tuesday. On top of that free agency coming in, like
I'm really ready for football season, but let's see what we get done on the draft tip. I want A-Cup. Everybody is saying that we're not gonna get him. I want him, and I'm gonna hold out hope until the draft over with. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that kind of shot creation, and yes, it's defense, whatever. That shot creation, we was Breezy loved Cam Thomas, and he played a lick of defense. So, you know what I'm saying? A lot of Nets fans, and I ain't even just gonna sing like Breezy. A lot of Nets fans love Cam Thomas, and he ain't play a lick of defense. So why everybody talking about defense now when it comes to Darius Acuff? Can you answer me that question?
I don't know. I think from watching the playoffs, I think from what the league is going towards, that's probably the
Brunson don't play a lick of defense either.
True, but I mean, what he has around him helps that. Like
you got to build a team. Defense. Of course, you got to build a team around him. But
I don't necessarily disagree. Like I'm with Acuff on this team, but
I don't understand why. No, I just don't understand why we talked about because Cam Thomas was a little bit taller than him and he played the 2 guard. So why was we okay with Cam Thomas not playing no defense? Now you're saying you don't want Acuff. I don't understand it. I don't understand that. I'm trying to figure that part out.
I think Nets fans just like the scoring aspect. I wanted Cam Thomas to be a better defender. I know that specifically. Like
I did too, but that's because of the basketball that I grew up watching. So yeah, I wanted him to play defense. However, there was a lot of Nets fans that didn't care about it. You see what I'm saying? I'm not talking about me in particular.
Yeah, but for the people that wanted Cam to play defense, like I can see why they would go towards Mikal. At least in terms of size, you would want somebody who has potential towards being a better defender and
I
give
think
you
the I
Plies at
think that
6'5".
kid I think that kid offensive ceiling is so I think A Cup offensive ceiling is so high that it's like it's I, I
You
feel
could
like
look at it one day and regret it if you don't get him.
and I've seen that. I've seen that with my pro sports teams, and it ain't always with the draft. It's just like I regret the Yankees not going to get Bryce Harper when he wanted to come to New York. We went and got Stanton instead. I mean, it's just things that I've seen that I'd be like, man, if we had did this, you know what I'm saying? I, I think the way our offense looked, and that's because I had to sit and watch it. Breezy went to games. I had to watch that offense. I I don't want to watch that again. You know what I'm saying? I like the fact that A Cup, if the shit breaking down, he can go get it. You know what I'm saying? When the play ain't working, you can give him the ball, he can go get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just like that aspect of the kid.
I think I don't know, but like if I feel like it's a front
I don't
office.
know if Mikael Brown got that it factor of shot creation right now. Not to say that he can't develop into that, because I think he's a more raw player than Acuff. So I think offensively he has room to grow. But I know for a fact that hey, that shit don't look good. You can get a ball to Darius and get out of the way. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I think I wouldn't be surprised if Mikael was one of the best guards to come out this draft. I
Down
just
the
think
line.
necessarily.
You talking about down the line or right off the bat?
I think high key, barring the back, it could be out the gate. I think depending on where he goes. If he can get that starting point guard spot off rip, and he says he's healthy and good to go, like he could be.
I believe
in them
Darius
top
Acuff
rookies.
can win. I think Darius Acuff will be 1 or 2 in rookie of the year. That's how good offensively I believe he is. That's why I'm asking. So
I think he'll be battling either AJ. I think Caleb is a sleeper too for rookie of the year. I think Caleb Wilson can definitely go for that. I just don't know about Dan Peterson.
No, I don't think they'll be. I don't think he'll be. I don't think. I don't think Caleb Wilson will be in the rookie of the year discussion. I don't think Cam Boozer will be, but I don't think their season will be determined by that or their impact. I'm just talking about because of the pure numbers, because of the numbers. I think it'll be AJ and Darius. And I think the numbers that he's going to put up, I think he'll be a rookie of the year candidate off the bat. Kind of like Kakanuppa was leading the league with that up until that last month where Cooper Flag just snatched it away. You know what I mean? So
I think it depends. Like the front office with Sean Marks. If Sean Marks is not in them and not that heavy on Acuff and they're both on the board, they might go Mikael since all this Darius Acuff to Sacramento talk. They're probably
that's
like, yo,
crazy.
we get our guy at Mikael, and then Acuff goes to Sacramento. I don't know. I'm scared because it's like I don't if they're both on the board. Yeah, cool. You get Mikael.
Sacramento was 1 pick behind us, right?
Yeah, they're 7.
So if I'm not going to take Acuff, I'm going to trade up and tell them I'm taking Acuff. Unless
but
you want to.
That's what Sacramento want to do because they're heavy on Acuff. If that's their guy,
no, that's what I'm saying. If my whole plan, just like what Boston did, if my whole plan is to take Mikael Brown anyway, I'm telling them we finna take Acuff unless y'all want to pay a little bit to get him, and I'm getting some more assets. I mean, I don't because if I want Acuff, but if I'm stuck on this other kid, man. It's just sometimes I think we overthink shit. Sometimes I think we overthink shit, just like Philly did when they could have had Tatum and they took what's his buddy name?
Markelle
Fultz. Sometimes we overthink shit, bro.
As the front office, man. Like, if it was me, I'll go A cup, but
No, I
they
think
like who they like.
then you like Brown more.
Nah, to me, to me they 1A and 1B. Like whoever we get, I'm not complaining. But realistically, yeah, I don't. I just for me, I think I would choose Mikal because I feel like that's who they would pick. Because to Pod's point, Mikal plays like in Jordy's system how he would want his guards to play. Like he plays above the rim. Well, I think the only difference is Mikal plays above the rim. I feel more than A. But
Nah,
shoot
the thing
threes,
that it showed me, yeah, that's what it is. The threes. I
yeah,
don't
shoot
like this.
threes, all
I don't
that.
like
Like,
that we shoot so many goddamn threes. We got people
but
who can't shoot shooting threes. So that would
the
just show
problem
me
with that
that we
though is
going to
like
go more with that shit.
the only thing is the problem with that is that for Jordy, like Mikal is capable of getting to the mid range. Like he can shoot middies. It's just for this system, I just don't like that Jordy would tell him to spam threes instead of telling him to balance the offense. Like even if you
Because
get
I
A cup
know that
here,
Acuff can
you
get no Acuff the way he plays, he gonna get to that mid. The way he
but that's
plays.
the thing. Like, is Jordy gonna tell him not to take them shots or to jack up threes? Like, that's what I'm afraid of. Like, are you gonna change his play style or are you just gonna let him be who he is? Like, that's the only thing that confuses me. Like when Wemby got to San Antonio, they just let him be who he was. They ain't try to make him into no Porzingis. They ain't try to stay in the corner. They let him play his game.
They let Dylan
Like
Harper be who he is. Dylan Harper like to get downhill and get to
exactly.
the
Just
front of the
let these
rim.
guys be who they are. So my thing is, even if you get A cup here, I don't want Jordy to tell him to just spam threes. Let him play how he played in Arkansas. Like let him mix up the offense. Let him sometimes control the offense in certain aspects. Like don't just have him be a 3-point shooter. Like I want to see him mix it up in the mid range. I want to see him get to the mid range spot if it's the more efficient shot for him. Let him do that. Like, and I feel like that's what they did with Yegor in a sense. Like they only let him run the pick and roll. They ain't let him
They
shoot no
did let
middies
him run
either.
it. They did let him run the pick and roll. He didn't run the pick and roll. That's the problem. He just became a
No, that's what
3-point
I said. I
shooter.
said they didn't let him run the pick and roll. Like, but if you're not letting him do that and you're not letting him take mid ranges, then it's like, what's the point? Like, it's just, I just think the threes only offense is trash. Like, I
Yeah,
don't
our offense is
necessarily like
trash.
it.
Our offense is trash. That's why I don't
It
want,
definitely is.
our offense sucks. If we finna doggone go all in on that bullshit offense. Come on. If we take Brown, that's what that'll tell me. That offense that we saw last year, we finna go all in on that crap.
It also shows you letting I don't get it. You see all the superstars, most of the players in the league, or I guess the superstars that you see, like even Giannis at some point, like they take mid ranges. Most of them live in the mid range. Like I just don't get why like
The best offensive players play all three levels. 3 level scores.
exactly. So I just don't understand why Jordy, your philosophy would be get 8, 9 threes up and
Even the
like
guy he had in Darren Fox, he plays all 3 levels. We now all of a sudden we gotta be this 3 spamming garbage.
Yeah, I don't understand it. Like it's dumb, especially after watching these playoffs. Like you
We
need
had
players
Curry. If
that
Curry
mix it
was in
up.
this draft, I would be cool with it. If there was a guy that's definitely Steph Curry in this draft, I'd be like, well, hell, if you got Steph Curry, yeah, shoot a lot of threes. You got the greatest shooter ever. But I don't see no Steph Currys.
Funny enough, I don't know. I think I think they called Mikal Steph in his
No.
not necessarily like Steph Curry to a team, but just because he's the one that shoots a lot of threes. Like he definitely had the 6'5" Steph Curry comparison like going. I think in the early years of his career. But he plays more like Dame to me than Steph. Like
And
I
that's
feel
what
like he's a
Darius.
6'5" Dame.
And that's what Darius said. He kind of likes to play like Dame.
I think but they both watch. I feel like the same people. Like I just think Mikal is more so the 3-point hunter as to where Acuff is more like the balanced guy where I can shoot the three if it's there, but I can get to
Yeah.
my spot. And I think that's the
If
thing
it's an
that we
open
need.
three, I'll take it and I'll shoot it efficiently. But if it's not open, then I'm finna run the offense and get to where I want to get on the court. That's what I see
Exactly.
from Darius. But we wanted to get a kid I just hate that kind of offense. It's not a fun basketball to watch, especially if you're not hitting. Because there'll be games when Mikal is cold. So what is his counters?
Yep. Like, yeah, okay. Player one said MPJ draft comp is a more athletic LaMelo Ball, Tyler Hero. Yeah, I can see the comparison. But realistically, if he's LaMelo Ball, then I don't know. Like even sometimes LaMelo Ball offense,
LaMelo Ball's 6'7". He don't play no defense.
That's what I'm saying. Like the height thing to me is just so blown out of proportion sometimes. Like I just don't feel like it needs to be. You just saw 2 6'2" guys in the Eastern Conference battle it out. Like I just don't think it necessarily. I ain't saying that the league isn't going towards this 6'5", 6'6" point guard thing, but I feel like there's still a use for short guards. I feel like there's still a use for 6'3", 6'4" guards. He ain't that much shorter than Ant. Ant is like 6'4". In shoes, Acuff like 6'3". I just don't think it's that much of a
disparity is right. It's not that crazy. Hold on. I wanted to introduce Jay first. Thank Big Priest, Brooklyn LM, Lee, Python, everything Brooklyn Nets, John. Now we got This Is JTV on the panel. It's all the way lit. We just did Stir the Pot, the podcast last night, fire episode. I don't know if y'all watched that, but it was a dope episode where we tackled different topics besides basketball. But what you got on this, Jay? You going to the drive, bro?
I ain't got no tickets yet, but maybe. When is it? Tomorrow? I mean Sunday?
I think it's Monday.
Okay. Yeah, I ain't got no tickets yet, but Stranger Things have happened and it's on Netflix, so I might be there. You know what I mean? But happy Juneteenth, my brothers.
Yes, sir. Yeah, happy Juneteenth. I didn't even say that in the beginning of the show, man. Happy Juneteenth for everybody.
Right. Got to celebrate that. Just came from the Weeksville Heritage Center, the one that P was talking about last night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Bro, it was so lit over there, bro.
Okay, that's what's up.
For the city. It was nothing but black girl magic and black boy joy up in the mall. And it was lit, bro. Nothing but celebrating black people looking good, smelling good, jury on. Good food out there, eating watermelons, fried chicken.
Love watermelon.
Right. I had me a soursop smoothie that was mad good.
Well, it was like a block party?
Yeah, it was a block party, but it was also like, remember P was telling you about the fact that the Weeksville is like the first African American settlement in Brooklyn or something like that, the oldest one. But they still got some of the Hunter Fly houses up. That's what they call them, because it was like Hunter Fly Road or something. But they got the houses up, so they had it open to the public today, and people was in there having a picnic. It was a block party. It was mad vendors. It was just a dope vibe, bro. Dope vibe.
That's a party.
I ain't gonna lie. I'll show you some of the pictures, bro. It was deep in there, but it was fly though. It was fly.
And where is it around? Again, down the corner from Brevoort, right?
It's on what's that? St. Mark's and Buffalo, and it's also on Bergen and Buffalo. It's like that whole block or whatever.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right.
Rochester, I think that is.
Yeah, Yo, we just when you pulled up, we was just debating for the most part. They saying Darius Acuff Jr. going to the Kings, and you know what I'm saying. Hold on. We got a super chat. It says, shout out to Molly Mall _DC. He said the $5 super chat. Shout out to you. Thank you for that. He says, as a Wizards fan, enjoying y'all conversations. It's always good to hear real basketball fans talk about the team. Yo, this is one of the best compliments a podcaster could get, bro. That's why I be thanking the dudes that be on the panel, because sometimes I just be listening and enjoying the content as well, Molly Mall. But thank you for the super chat, man. Yeah, thank you for the super chat. I see you got a cowboy helmet in your avatar. If you're a Cowboy fan, you know what I mean? When football season comes, we probably could talk some football too. But yeah, we was talking about the Wizards earlier too, man. We really feel like y'all going to take Peterson over AJ DeBonshire. You know what I'm saying? How you feel about that? But yeah, I appreciate you, man. Brooklyn LM, Big Priest, this is JTV. These is regulars on the panel.
I
Lee
respect fans, bro. That's not just bandwagon fans. Like if you a fan of a team that ain't really that popular, I know you a real fan. Know what I mean? And I fuck with that because I hate people that just jump on any wave just because the wave. So rep that DC shit, man.
Yo, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I was hating on y'all. I gotta tell you that from jump. You know what I'm saying? I was kind of jealous that y'all had got the #1 pick because of what Bam did. And I just wanted to say, in spite of all of that, I want to thank you for becoming a new member of the show. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. And I would encourage everybody to become a member of the show. You know what I mean? It's only $1. And the guys who do become members, y'all help me build the show and you know, produce more content, more, you know, I would say great content. You know what I mean? But yeah, shout out to Brooklyn LM, man, and all of y'all for real. But shit, we only got like 48 hours, like Eddie Murphy and Nick Nolte, man. This shit coming soon, man. Word, maybe a little more, maybe 72 hours, but it's really close. Word,
Jacob is the guy.
Who?
I just think Darius Acuff is our guy, but we feel like he ain't gonna be there or Pod now.
Yeah.
That's more for y'all, because when I come home, I like to try to catch a game, but I ain't always able to. But to watch that, to go there and watch that 3-point spam and offense, that's I don't know how y'all feel with that.
Yeah, honestly, I don't. I'm somebody that feel you could go to the basket and get 3 points. You know what I'm saying? You could get an and one. You ain't got to try to take 3-point attempts the entire game. You become one dimensional that way, and the defense know what to expect, and you know they're gonna lock in. So you know if we're gonna be any competitive, especially in the East, which is predicated on the defensive side of the ball. Bro, you gotta be able to switch it up. And the way it looked, we're gonna be heavy in the backcourt offensively, and in the front court, not so much. Unless we get a Hartenstein, get somebody else that could help us in the low post in the front court. But we're gonna see. But yeah, it's been a 3-hour stream. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get low right now. I'll probably be back with more content soon. If y'all got any, y'all already know it's the off season. So if y'all got any ideas or anything like y'all need us as Nets fans to tackle, holla at me. We tackled the thing where you got Joe Johnson, Chad Ochocinco, and Shannon Sharp talking about they want Austin Reeves on his team. I started the show negating that. They said Acuff and Austin Reeves would be a good backcourt. We tackled the whole thing with Jeff Teague and the stuff that he said about Acuff. Any big media, and I want to say this in closing, any big media talking shit about the Brooklyn Nets, send it to me because we going to address it as Nets fans because we ain't got no friends in big media. As you know, Nick's got Stephen A. Smith, and you got a lot of other big media fans of other superstars and other teams. Nobody ain't really showing us no love like that. So all we got is the podcasters. All we got is us. We ain't really got big media. So, you know what I'm saying? Holla back. You know what I mean? We're going to be here. We're going to be back with more content really soon. This was a dope show, man. Like, share, comment, subscribe. And once again, thank Marley Marr for becoming a YouTube member. Hopefully we can see him in the chat maybe one day on the panel. That'd be awesome, bro. Word. But yeah, Jay, you already know I'm gonna link with you, bro. I'm gonna get with y'all later. Nets fans is the best fans. Peace out.